this time. So at this point in time, we should actually be streaming and recording. Hello to everyone out there. Yep, looks like it's working. Hello to everyone out there, and a happy Labor Day to you all. In all honesty, when I said we would be back Monday, I had completely forgotten that Monday was a holiday here, but we said we'd be here, and so we are. So, since the route split finished, we've gone ahead and picked up a few new characters here. Specifically, the Daitarn 3, another part of the Invincible series, and another battleship-sized mech. It has the Daitarn Snapper, Daitarn Missiles, Daitarn Cannon, Daitarn Hammer, Daitarn Javelin, Sun Attack, something crazy, and Sun Attack. It also inflicts armor down. Very nice. It also can swap into the Dai Fighter, with missiles, explosives, and rocket guns, and the Dai Tank. The Dai Fighter has an S in air, but is crap on land and sea, and the Dai Tank is super good at land, okay at sea, but terrible with air, which has Daitarn Missile and Daitarn Cannon. In addition, the Trider has picked up the Trider Beam Cannon, which is really just a handgun, and the Trider Saber, which has very low range, but deals decent damage. Let's see. The only other thing that we have not seen so far is the Mazinger has now been upgraded to have its Scrander. The Jet Scrander, the backpack that lets it fly. Very good to have, and also unlocks the Scrander Cutter attack, which is very, very effective for its energy cost.
Does it have the new song?
No, it does not. It sadly does not get that in this game.
It does not get
You have to wait.
Shugoshi.
Yes, you have to wait until you get the God Scrander to obtain the upgraded song. So we've taken care of that and gotten everything done here. We're going to move on to the next stage. Just to quickly talk about what happened last time. In the last stages we had, well, mainly Gundam stuff was happening. With the most important thing being, hello cats. The most important thing being the death of Ilya Schoenberg, who is still alive, the seizure of Veda by one Alejandro Corner, the capturing of the Gundam Throne Zwei by Aliel Sarchez. He's now got a Gundam at his disposal, a terrifying thought. And the activation of the Trans-Am system in response to Ilya Schoenberg's death. He rigged into the system one last trap that, in case things were to go horribly wrong, whoever still possessed his original GN drives would have incredible powers granted to them. So that's very nice to have. Char mode is always good. So, time to move on. Time for the Ptolemeios to actually become useful-ish. I still think it's the worst battleship, but... Alright. Azdistan. Azdistan. Let's see. Today's top news is about the declaration sent out by the Three Gate countries. Let's see. In order to deal with the various threats to humanity and terrorists that have appeared, the Britannian Union, the Human Reformation League, and the AU, who together have decided to join together. Let's see. Underneath the ideals of the United Nations Peace Preservation Council, they will all be forming a special army in order to deal with these tasks. Let's see. As a result of this, the United Nations Army will be given the greatest power in its history. To think that the three great countries would be able to join together like this. But it isn't exactly as if this is something you can say is good. What? See, this joint offensive probably is the word I'm looking for here. Yes. This alliance is something that was only made possible due to the revolutionary technology that was stolen from celestial being. In other words, this is in order to prevent This alliance is in order to prevent any of them from using that new power to make a move on the others. In other words, it's just a way of preventing against each other. But that's... Let's see. And at any rate, that technology... And at any rate, it seems as though that technology is just going to be monopolized by the three great countries as well. It might be something that would be able to change this country, but it's not as if technology like that would filter down to small countries like ours. See. But even so, I think that in the face of Imperium and these other threats, being able to unite the people's hearts as one could be seen as a large advance for this world. After the Numbers assassination incident, all the various areas are having crazy, incredible riots occurring. Imperium seems to be using that in order to send dimensional beasts along. Let's see. As a result of that, 4 of the areas have had their governments completely crushed and are turning into battlefields. Marina. I understand that you got along well with Princess Euphemia. Have you heard anything about it? See? Back when she was giving her political speeches, she truly shined. Even now, I can't imagine that someone like her— Hey! Kitties! Would cause an incident like that.
Were you really just biding your time?
No. I think the Coney wandered into the other cat's path. Such things happen. Cats cause problems. But even if you don't want to accept it, you must. And thanks to that, this world is even getting even more convoluted. Imperium. It's ironic, isn't it, that a group spreading war across the world is finally causing it to unite as one. That goal, that role. Isn't that something that that under other circumstances Celestial Being would have been forced to take up? What are you talking about? Utilizing extremely advanced technology, an independent armed organization that that interfered in matters of others. In order to deal with the incredible threat they'd posed, the world would have to unify. At the very least, I think that that's the final result of Celestial Being's main goal. Having the world unite against a common enemy? In other words, the creation of a United Earth Federation. Just like the world the Frontier Fleet came from, having the entire world unite under one banner. Although I'd imagine that even they were surprised that the ones to cause this to happen wouldn't be them, but would be Imperium as well. Celestial Being and Zaxxas. Let's see. I've heard that they're working in the shadows with Elgin Roddick's personal military organization here. I wonder how they'll be dealing with this United Nations Army thing. Forcing the world to become one. Was that the goal of Celestial Being? Crushing wars with wars, and winning back peace. Is that the world that you were seeking, Setsuna? One can only wonder. Back to Japan. Dragon's Hive. Seems like a lot of stuff happened back in Japan as well. Yeah. Starting with the appearance of Heterodynes out of nowhere, where Mecha Beasts wound up attacking Japan's government. They wound up attacking at the same time as the Mecha Beasts as well. Even for us super robots, it was pretty tough. Even if I say that, in the very end, Mazinger got his new equipment, the Jet Scrander, ready. And we were able to easily crush Baronish for his new mechs. Jet Scrander. Here. The Crimson Wings, huh? Exactly! Now that the Mazinger is able to fly, it truly is an invincible super robot! Don't get ahead of yourself, Koji. Dr. Hell may have settled down for now, but we've still got way too many foes to face. Yes, Mr. Ryoma. Ryoma seems pretty on edge, huh? After all, Miss Michiru wound up dying in an accident there. Professor Saotome's daughter? Yeah. In the middle of the active combination test for the new type of new model of the Getter Robo, she wound up dying. It may be because of that. But Professor Saotome is going on and on about how this world needs to be destroyed and stuff. Quit whispering over there, Simone. Simone, if you think I'm depressed because of that, you're totally wrong. Ryoma? Michiru's dead. That's mine, Hayato's fault. You're wrong, Ryoma. Hayato? That was an accident! At a time like this, who can say what it is? The one thing that is true is that she's dead. And thanks to that, Professor Saotome seems to be... Old Man Saotome is really picking a fight with the world. But isn't that just because he's upset because he lost his daughter? Who cares about the reasons? Right now, that old man's just holed up in his laboratory. But if you... Yeah. But if you... I'm just saying, if you guys are serious, then go ahead and drag me out. Ryoma? This is our job. I understand how I feel, Ryoma. See, even though you guys always act like you're fighting so much, you trust that professor more than anyone else. So something like that happened in Japan, huh? See. Well, since we're able to take out the mothership and most of those mecha beasts, I get a feeling Dr. Hill will be quiet for a while now. But it really does seem like those things were pretty fierce over there, huh? Thanks to that incident in Area 11, the entire world's getting more dangerous. Imperium's just making things even worse by spreading the fights further. Colin, I don't know what it is that we can say at a time like this. Japanese special government finally decided that Area 11 would be reorganized and accepted as Japan. But it was all a trap for us Japanese, created by Euphemia Britannia. Yeah, a lot of civilians who trusted in her words wound up gathering up there and participating. And she ordered them all to be eliminated. How dare she? Why on earth would you harm innocent civilians like that? That isn't a war at all. It's just an indiscriminate slaughter. Zero wound up shooting down the leader Euphemia. And so we swore again. We'll take out Imperium and all the enemies of humanity. And once this chaos has been eliminated from this world, we'll definitely take out Britannia and take back Japan ourselves. Is that so? So I guess Uzaku isn't going to be coming back to Zexus, huh? Of course he isn't. Let's see. Well, since they don't know the truth, I can only think that Colin and the others would imagine things like that. After all, Princess Euphemia really did, from her heart of hearts, want the Japanese to be free. Thanks to her passion, even Lelouch wound up trying to go along with her. But at that time, his gas wound up going wild, and the simple little joke he made wound up leading Euphemia to order the death of all those Japanese citizens. As a result of that, it wound up becoming an indiscriminate slaughter. And in order to deal with the problem, Zero wound up killing the princess. I have a feeling Lelouch feels pretty sorry for what happened right now. The only thing that was good is that Banjo happened to be in the area as well and was able to reduce the casualties to a minimum. I wound up infiltrating Area 11 in an attempt to chase after Imliard. This is another member of Zuth, Banjo Haran. Yeah. Big Bro Banjo and I were known as the Invincible Combo in Zuth. What's with that, Kape? Didn't you call our combo before Invincible? Ah, so you're Wata, huh? I see. You really do seem pretty similar to Kape. It's a nice opportunity here, so why don't we wind up going along with my Daitarn 3 as well and forming an invincible trio instead? That sounds awesome! With this, the Zambot, the Trider, and the Daitarn together will be an invincible combo! Truly invincible! Alright, we'll be sure to show those Imperium guys our skills! Yes. The Trider, the Daitarn, and the Zambot do indeed, as 3 members of the Invincible series, have a 3-man combo attack. I have never seen it.
Because that requires you to have all 3 out.
Mm-hmm. Who knows? We may show it off here.
Maybe.
So, Mr. Margi's currently talking to Fogsweeper about our plans from now on. We've got to deal with Imperium, the Invaders, Beastmen, Gishin, the Image. We've got way too many enemies to fight. So it's just gonna be that much harder to so the path we have to tread is hard, huh? But even so, we have to keep on moving. No matter who we're fighting, in order to take back peace, we'll fight you! Texas will take anyone on. Good luck. Miss Sumeragi, a present has arrived for you from orbit. The assault containers, Thanks very much.
And what is that assault container?
Let's see. It's a variation of the mobile suit containers the Ptolemeios has been using up till now. Oh, as a result of it, we ought to be able to actually make use of some weapons from now on. In addition, the Extian Dynamas will be able to combine with it and make use of the Gian arms. With this, a single unit will be able to launch attacks against a number of enemies at once. So the Ptolemeios will be able to cooperate in combat as well,
That's good to hear.
I hope that with this, lock-on's problems will decrease at least a little bit.
But since Celestial Being's trader has been leaking information, it seems as though things will become even more difficult.
See.
I've heard that United Army thing that got announced is making use of that technology that was leaked. The fact that the large countries are taking it over is a problem. But it will be good if the United Army winds up fighting against Imperium.
Let's see. The unification of humanity in response to an overwhelming force. That is exactly what Celestial Being had been aiming for. But even so... Let's see.
As someone who came from an Earth with the United Government, Lieutenant Ozma may think so. But from the way you're talking, I imagine that you don't think it's the case. Don't get me wrong here.
See.
After all, I do have a habit of looking at things in a pessimistic light here.
See.
What I fear at the moment is that this allied army will wind up becoming the personal soldiers of someone. Personal soldiers led by a circle of specific people. You have a feeling that the traitor from Celestial Being will be able to move the armies? Exactly right. So long as the formation of this allied army is a part of the scenario that they had envisioned, we need to prepare ourselves for the worst.
See. The United Nations Army is supposed to be working under the Peace Preservation Council. I suppose we'll just have to leave that up to Representative Elgin. However, I understand that it's incredibly dangerous to trust the representative too much. After all, he ignored the Allied army that was chasing after us before. Right? Let's see. However,
Since their United Army this time is going to be functioning under the UN, I don't think they'll be able to indiscriminately attack us. Besides, we have other enemies that we should be dealing with first. And who do you speak of? Miraria's PMC Trust. It seems highly likely at the moment that Celestial Beings Trader has been making use of the organization. So, if we're able to take them out, we might be able to find out who this mysterious person is, See. But even so, as long as we don't know that Mr. X guy's goals, if we make a mistake, we could wind up becoming enemies of the entire world. If that happens, we'd be attacked by the Allied Army, the Invaders, Beastmen, Imperium, and the lot of them. Well then, we'll just have to try our best so that we aren't lose to that Allied Army, Huh? Did I say something wrong? Mr. Tanaka. Please stop. Please stop your foolishness and think about the situation. And what do you mean by that? Alright, so if you're going to keep on playing dumb, then let's ask your superior about it. Mr. Fogsweeper, we'd like to go ahead and ask you here. The organization known as the Dragon's Hive, the Dan Cougar Nova, the final Dan Cougar, and the existence of the R Daigon. Will, who's able to access Veta directly, your connection to Representative Elgin, and the goal for moving Banjo Haran on its own. In addition, the enemy to come that you talked about to Team D. We'd like for you to explain all of these. Someday. I suppose that answer won't suit you now. Of course. We won't fall back with something as foolish as that. Hello, cat.
She's very warm.
Hello. Yes. Zexus may wind up respecting each other's privacy here, but your actions so far have been completely illogical. Okay. So at the very least, we'd like to hear your main reasons for doing this. The reason that I am having them participate in Zexus. The only reason is for the sake of humanity's future. Humanity's future? That doesn't answer anything. If you say something, that's far too broad of an answer to be usable. I'd like to say that the scale I'm thinking of is far too large. However, that is exactly the level of problem that's been placed upon humanity right now. What? I'm sure you will come to understand it soon. Since the world has been accelerating like this, I'm sure they won't stay silent much longer. What's wrong, Rue? There's a visitor at the door, sir. At the Dragon's Hive? What are you talking about? Wasn't this base supposed to be top secret? But to think that someone would come marching in the front door. I suppose they aren't an enemy. Rue, and who is this guest of ours? Yes, it appears to be an idol. What?
The R Daigon.
This is incredible, Ada. To think that you were able to find out where everyone at Zexus was? Heh. A woman maiden in love is truly invincible. Derusa. There are far too many mysteries about who's backing her. To think that even I wouldn't be able to find out what's going on. What is with this girl? But is this really okay? To come in like this without even making an appointment with them. That's no good, Miss Cheryl. Well, a queen such as yourself shouldn't be acting all meek like that. Queen? You... Isn't that fine? Let's see. After all, isn't that how we all act in front of our friends? But at a place like this, we don't have any fans or stalkers. Fans or stalkers? There's no paparazzi or mass communications here, or media here either. We just need to act as we like. I guess the maiden in love truly is invincible. Yeah. What are you saying?
Wrong. What are you saying, Ruka? Aren't you the same? That's... I see. Yes, so the fact that you came here to meet your brother was just a convenient excuse, hmm? That's... Then what about you, Cheryl? I'm currently on a bit of a break right now. Oh, but even so, I made sure to bring my manager along. Let's see. Your body still isn't back to normal, so please don't push yourself, Cheryl. I understand, Grace. After all, I have to make up for the concert I had to cancel. Cheryl. Well, her body has been in bad shape ever since that incident at the Gallia base. Oh? Did I mistake the room again? Huh? Huh? You're so cute! Are you going to become an idol? No, won't you become an idol? An idol, you say? Your looks are perfect. That airheadedness is incredible! All that's left is how well you can sing. Singing? I have a bit of confidence in that. It looks like this girl is a fan of Ranka's. Hey, do you like that song? Let's see. Back when I was a child, my father used to sing it to me a lot. What? Back when you were a child? I was certain the Bird Human only released last month. What's with that, Ranka? I don't know. I don't have any memories from back when I was a child. The only thing I can remember is that song. Hey! Who is your father? That would be the Spiral King. Spiral King? King of the Beastmen. I was thrown away by my father and joined Team Daiguren. Well, I need to go ahead and assist with preparations for lunch. Please excuse me. Oh no. For those who have not seen Gurren Lagann, Nia's cooking is perhaps best described as apocalyptically bad. The only person, and I mean only person, who can eat anything she makes is Simone. He has apparently grown quite used to it by the time skip. Beastmen. So the king of those monsters knows about the song that was in Ranka Lee's memories? The song... What sort of meaning does it hold? Who knows? Chapter 37. Manly and beautifully. Nice happy music. Come on, Alto, keep on flying. Come on. What are you saying? It's hard enough for me to have two people in the back seat there. I'm sorry, Alto. It really was too hard to have three people in here. Yeah, I know. I should have stayed back behind. Don't worry, Ranka. It's the first time in a while, so make sure to enjoy this. Are you guys sure you're okay? Need to be here? Let's see. In actuality, we were supposed to be doing a joint concert with Ada in Area 11, but it's a bit dangerous there right now. I see. So the problems going around the world are causing problems for you. So the chaos of this world is causing problems for you as well. Let's see. Well, since the captain told me to take you guys out on a drive, all I can do is go along with that. So my brother really was helping me. Hey, kitty. Well, half of the reason I'm out here is because I want to get out of the Dragon's Hive at all costs. But this is impressive. But you are impressive, aren't you, Alto, to take both of us on here? I guess so. Well, Koji Hinechi would have wanted to come, though. But in order to prevent them from meddling with you guys too much, I was the one who got chosen to take you out. What do you mean? After all, they're all fans of you, right? So I guess that means you don't feel anything when you look at us? What do you mean, feel? Do you intend to force a woman to say that? What? I'm just joking. Be sure to fulfill your role as chauffeur well. Make sure neither of us die here. Understood. Cheryl, was she serious there?
It's a rare chance. So why don't we go ahead and put on some driving music here? Even if you say that, we don't have any audio systems in here. What are you saying? Rock and I are here, right? What? This is a pretty big service, Alto. Oh, we'll go ahead and sing whatever song you want.
This is going to lead to What About My
Well
Star.
Who do you want to request a song from? Cheryl or Ronka?
Cheryl's the only option that's actually accurate.
Sure, Cheryl, because this may be a part of the...
It is a part of it. You have to request the same.
Sadly. Cheryl. Cheryl, why don't you sing something? Alright then, let's go. Listen to my song!
Also, I have to say, overall, I prefer most of Cheryl's music. But that's partially
What About
because-
My Star? Isn't that a Ronka song?
No! What About My Star is both of them.
Okay, but I'm...
What About My
Ronka
Star
sings
was
it
the
more.
one that they sang in the hospital towards him, where the triangle was shown and, Alto nearly fell off the railing, backing away.
Claire. This is a good song, huh, Cheryl? To be able to listen to one of Mr. Hill's songs in the sky, it's almost like I'm dreaming. But aren't you pretty impressive to be able to keep up with that Ada girl? Yeah, I really want to thank her. Someday maybe I'll be able to come as good as her. What are you saying? No, it's nothing. That girl. How on earth did she know where the Dragon's Hive was? Well, even though we asked about it, she wouldn't tell us. After all, this island isn't on any maps. Come to think of it, I wonder how Ada learned about it. Let's see. I wonder if she wound up asking her boyfriend Johnny about it. This is Skull 4. Something happened? Watch out, Alto! There's a Beastman squadron approaching! What? Zexus is currently launching to help you out. Try and hold down until they arrive. They're not gonna make it? No, they are not. Oh, and they're Alaria. Found you! So those are the humans that the Spiral King was searching for. Alto? Don't worry, Ronka. As long as I'm here, I won't let them lay a finger on you. Alto, quit talking and do something about it. I know. Cheryl, I leave Ronka to you. They've saved me a number of times up until now. This time I'll save them. Let's go. In order to protect the people I care about, that's why I'm flying. Don't let Alto die.
And I need to get an average of 6 kills on Chiriko now.
Good luck.
Across these next
Alto?
3 chapters.
Alto! If I can't protect them here, I won't have any reason for flying anymore. I'll show you. This is the sky I'm supposed to be flying through. He just wants to fly. Keep on going, Alto. Yeah. No one knows how much power how they can get so much power out of such a small unit. Especially when you're facing down super robots. Alto, you are quite high level. Do you have anyone watching? Just out of curiosity.
Not yet.
I assumed not.
It is also, however, only 2:30. That dialogue was incredibly short.
Yes. But
Is it still
also...
playing What About My Star?
No.
Oh.
It is not, sadly. If you'd like, you could set it to. It's the cavalry. 15 units available.
Alright. Chiriko.
Need Jericho.
That is good. Turn A is solid, maybe. Exia is good for dealing with things. I want all of you. And like this, I don't have enough too.
Nope. Think
got a couple of people to remove. A couple of higher level people, like the Gravian maybe. Wait, I saw a 37 back there. Back on the back page. The Mazinger is level 37.
When did that happen?
In the intermission.
Split, I guess. Sure, for the three of you, I have room for one more.
Crow? Crow's always an option.
Crow is always a fairly decent option as well.
It's up to you. Yes, be sure to clump the invincible ones
Also
together.
Probably just gonna be stuff down.
You took the Baldios?
Yeah. The Baldios is fairly good. And I put...
No. With that?
Yeah, that is the Baldios. Things are probably going to be up that way down. Well, left. Alright, let's see.
We can only wait and see.
If I get us...
Texas?
Whatever.
Skull 4, report the situation! This is Skull 4, Roger. Sherlnome and Runka Lee are currently uninjured. That's so. Well done, Alto. What do you think you're doing, Beastman? How dare you put the Galactic Fairy and Dimensional Cinderella in trouble? We have Sexus will take you down! I hope you've prepared yourselves. We'll pay this back 10 times over! That won't be enough! We'll do it 10,000 times! What's with that? All the guys are oddly fired up. They're just all trying to show off their good side to Cheryl and Ranka. Those beastmen attacked Cheryl's concert before. Don't tell me those monsters. Have they realized the power of songs? Ranka, you're safe? Johnny, why are you here? I was keeping quiet about it before, but I'm actually a pilot. And Data's? She's still back at the Dragon's Hive. Don't worry about her. Russe, the Armketeer's been to Ptolemy, right? We can participate in combat from now on. Understood. Looks like I finally get to show off as a gunner. Setsuna, lock on. Got the GN arms ready here. Let's see, you need to use them? Approach the Ptolemeios. Understood. GN arms. If I can make use of those, I can clean up all of our enemies in an instant. Alright then, let's get going. It's time to punish these beasts who lay their hands on an idol. Nice try. But it's still enemy turn. You're gonna need to clean all those up as fast as you can.
Well, I mean, it's not like that's our points of thing yet.
Not yet. But check the Ptolemeios here. So it has GN missiles and GN beam cannon.
Not horrible.
But you can't move it close enough. So, sadly, you cannot see the GN arms yet.
The other thing to check. Range 1 to 2 requires 140 will. That's not happening.
Not yet. And they all need to have that high will.
All of you just sort of
Clump. Clump what mechs you can. Chirico.
I mean, 6 kills per chapter seems reasonable.
I notice you don't have that Hyper Vernier on the Zeta.
Nope, it's on Chirico.
Understandable. Because Chirico needs a lot of kills. So we're going to be aiming to get Chirico a lot of kills here, specifically so that we can get a certain secret. I never wound up getting this secret in my playthrough.
And if we don't get it, it's not the end of the world. It's just...
Yeah. It's just a scope dog upgrade. A variant scope dog. Back him off.
Hey.
Since, I mean, yeah, Scope Dog's pretty good, and so having another Scope Dog would be nice. But we shall see. Should be everyone. Yes, we shall see if we can get the Missile Scope Dogs.
It's exactly the same as the LRS. It just has better stats.
Jericho, will is not high enough. Why don't you approach if you're going to do that? After all, there's so much stuff you could just take out with the Gatling gun.
This one should be perfectly fine to take out with this.
Alright, Chirko, flying punch time. Sure. Flying punch, what a brilliant move. That was very close. You really should have used the gun.
Just falling to earth.
17 kills in 3 stages. It's not an impossible number, but it's not a super likely number either.
I'll just have you deal with
Shoulder cannons. I'm surprised you didn't use the stronger attack. You could use the saber instead. Those cannons don't look right to me.
No, they don't. That's not just you.
Yes, you'd think they should fire something more sort of proper. But no, their energy bursts just look odd. I think you're sending things in that direction, but who knows?
I'm trying to send things in all directions.
To prepare for whatever might come. So don't you want to get Chirko over there?
I have a feeling they're going to be everywhere.
Yes, the Gian Arms. It's a map attack. I can only wonder why, but...
Small insect just flew past me.
Oh, Alto. Yes, and we need to get Alto aced here eventually.
But we've got almost 10 to do that.
Yes, we have a good amount of time before Alto needs to be aced. She can't fly, remember.
Just hide in the water. They'll never find you.
Sure. Remember, the Daigerin can fight decently. All the time we saved on the dialogue is going to be taken up here by your slow moving.
Oh yeah, it is.
Alto's gonna get a lot of kills. He's at 60.
Why are you attacking him instead of Chirko?
Because they're specifically
dialogue.
supposed to be attacking him.
Because dialogue.
Because they explicitly said they're supposed to be doing that.
Still disappointing to me that they actually are.
Oh look, 0% hit chance.
Go ahead and get the kill out though. You do need kills as well.
62 of 70. What's Chirko looking like right now? 108. Lovely. I don't think you have anyone that can boost that though. Yeah, no, looks like no. Sadly. There's some characters eventually with skills, with spirit commands that can boost other people's will, but looks as though we do not have any right now.
Well, I've gotten 2 kills this chapter, which is...
As many as he would get if you were just using,
I was gonna say most of the way that a third of what he needs.
Remember to heal poor Alto. How's that? We won't let you lay a hand on what those people everyone thinks so highly of. That's incredible, Simone. You're really putting a lot of spirit into this. I guess so.
He's a huge fan of Ruck, after all. Is that so, Simone? Yeah. This Ruck is something like someone I look up to a lot. Thanks, Simone. That Rucker really is popular, huh? Think that even the Beastmen like her? You don't get it, Akagi. Those Beastmen were after Cheryl, right? Well, I don't think there's anyone who'd be happy about being popular with them, though. So why on earth do those Beastmen hunt down idols? Even before, those guys wound up attacking Cheryl's concert, right? Why on earth would they do something like that? Watch out! Something else is coming.
And now I need to kill all
Invaders!
of them in 3 turns.
Fun.
That's a lot of them.
Invaders? What's that, Alto? They're aiming for me? Ah! You okay, Alto? Hold my guard down. This way! Our Daigon? That Crimson Dawn Cougar saved me? What's wrong? It wasn't Alto that had saved. It's Rockhead Cheryl. Just like back at the Gallia base. It's protecting them? But why would it... Is that Ada? What? Ada, you're the one piloting that red robot, right? Ada. The idol Ada Rosa? Was she our Daigon's pilot? So she's cooperating with Trinity? Ada. Are you Ada? Johnny. So you're piloting Dan Cougar Nova. There's no time to talk about this right now. Oh, these invaders aren't gonna wait for you. Watch out, Alto. Even those invaders are targeting Rockhead Cheryl. Understood. I won't let down my guard again. Why? The invaders aren't supposed to have any... Are just supposed to be brainless monsters. So why are they hunting them? I can't allow this to happen. It appears as though the Little Queen's awakening has caused an even greater effect than I'd imagined. Where's this Cheryl's power they're targeting? Our Daigon, if you're gonna help out here, we'll take a ceasefire for now. Understood. I won't say anything about you, but be sure you survive. Yeah. Ada? So, don't let Alto die, don't let our Daigon die, take out all invaders within 3 turns. Get him healed.
Lots of options for healing.
Yep. Great, Alto's back to full. So it looks like you had a big mistake going down.
Yeah, going down this way.
Yes. You have quite a few people there.
None of them are actually that important, though.
Yep, see how this goes.
Because the ones that are important
are up there. Hey, Claire.
I can just do this with.
Just boost their will. Keep on going, Aquarian.
You may not kill,
but you can at least soften things up. Remember, Dan Cougar does not need any kills now.
I know, I'm just trying to.
Soften things up for next round. Max God. That should go next turn.
Ah.
I think.
You have good movement.
Yep. Remember not to let her die. She does indeed have Flash. She's also got Bless. That's weird.
Run into the middle of the ocean.
Okay. Just keep her safe. Baldios.
Go, Baldios.
Pulse Saber! Pulse Saber! This, I'm pretty sure that's supposed to be a Pulse Saber. Although I don't know if that's supposed to be Pulse Saber or Pulsar Saber or something like that.
It's Baldios, man. Anything goes.
Not quite. But sure, close enough.
Isn't Baldios the one with the really bad ending?
That is very bad in terms of
you know, things have gone horribly, the future refused to change.
No, I'm pretty sure people also hated it.
Yeah, I can't say anything for certain about that. About, you know, if people liked it or not. But what I can say for certain is that it had a bad, the future refused to change type ending. Like Chrono Trigger if you die. Get the Zeta moving. Zeta needs kills. I mean, Zeta doesn't need kills, but it'd be good to have more kills on Camille. Camille is a very good pilot.
If you tune in at this point and are wondering why, in a bit, possibly, Camille is able to use his Hyper Beam Saber, I redid the previous level.
Yes, in order to acquire the secret that we messed up on. Subspace Beam. So, because of that, Camille wind up leveling up a bit more and is now a level 4 new type, which means he can make use of the Hyper Beam Saber. Subspace Beam!
Just switching
Hi,
music.
Claire. Why don't you come back up here? Wanna sit in my lap? You can, girl. Yes, the Baldios.
Baldios has one big problem in this.
The energy consumption?
Yes.
Especially since these things inflict energy down.
Is Baldios in 3?
No.
I assume it's in 3 too, though. It's almost everything in 3 too.
You're wrong about that. I don't know if it is or not. Actually, Baldios may be in 3. I don't remember. I know for a fact that God Sigma isn't, but let's take a look. It is not in Z3-1. Yeah, they didn't bring back everything, just some of them. Yes. Also, Nia has been added as a sub-pilot to the Diagram.
Okay.
Yeah. So, it's always good to have more sub-pilots in your battleships.
At least almost always.
No, Baldios is not in either of them.
That's a shame.
We'll get it another time, though. We'll get in the sequel to this one. Are they done Kukama?
No. Don't back this kind of that.
Oh, hey. Shoulder rocket pods.
You go ahead and hit with your low hit chance.
Sure, I'm pretty sure Chirico should survive.
Nope.
Chirico's just fine. No matter where you are, the battlefield doesn't change. All battlefields are the same.
You should know, considering how much time is spent on them.
I was trying to do like the sort of whole supervillain cat
No,
petting
she
thing.
doesn't do it.
Cat petting thing as I said that, but it's a bit hard when the cat is purring as loudly as this one is.
It isn't a purebred Persian.
We had a Persian once.
Did we?
Yes. You do not remember Beauty, but I do. She was also grey.
Grey is its standard color, after all.
It was a very long time. You do not remember her.
Oh god. So the lovely Bomber Pots, which we saw a bit more, included other members of the SMS that you don't normally see.
Oh no.
Like, members of the bridge crew.
They had members of the bridge crew posing as members of Firebomber.
Playing various things.
Are any of them actually any good at music?
I have no idea. I only saw a snippet of it in Uta Macross.
Yes, he actually plays the Macross Guitar Hero style smartphone game. I do not know why, but He seems to enjoy it.
I enjoy rhythm games and Macross.
It's a natural fit. Once again, the shoulder rockets.
And it's a natural fit for the series.
Everyone, something's coming from ahead. Something's coming from above.
Final Dan Cougar!
Talking about the sky? Nope.
What?
What are those? There's nothing about them in the data. They're completely unknown. What form? I don't think they're from Earth. So you're saying they come from space? It's time. The messengers from the moon have appeared? They're attacking without any warning, huh? I don't know what planet you came from. What are you two, crazy? They won't respond to our hails. Just seems like they came here explicitly to take us down. Watch out, these guys. They're pretty strong. Wait, you... Yeah! Ada! It's impossible! Fall back! Even if it is, I have to do this. For the peace of this world, the Ardaikun can't lose! Ada, you... We're the same, we can't lose either. Yeah, that's right. We need to become stronger than anyone in Texas. Let's go, everyone! We can't afford to just let her fight on her own. I like that resolve of yours. Final Dan Cougar? Let's go! Yeah, Diana. No, he did not say that.
But it's his most famous thing.
It's just like the time we activated the God Beast mode. No, that power's completely different. What are those guys? This is the Beast Machine Squadron. 10 Cougar's power. 10 Cougar? For a wild beast, things like logic are completely unnecessary. Alright, time for some fight has finally come! Let's go, Fujihara! Let's do it!
I'm guessing the blonde guy is the Black Wings pilot.
Yes, he is Alan.
Because he looks so different from everyone else.
Yep. Yes, the final Dan Cougar never appeared in Dan Cougar. It was teased, but it never actually happened. Because the pilot of that 5th mech on the back wound up dying and exploding with his mech in series.
It was a heroic death, but...
Yes. So Super Robot Wars wound up creating the final Dan Cougar as a way of making it better. Farewell, Silver Soldier.
And I'm betting that's...
Nope, not quite.
And I'm betting those are enemies from Dan Cougar Nova.
Mm-hmm.
The bit that I didn't get to.
Hey, can you still move? Yeah. Hurry up and fall back for now. We'll cover you. That's the final Dan Cougar? Oh, I see. So this is the hope that he was talking about as his trump card. So that's what the Dan Cougar Nova was based on, huh? What? We'll talk about everything afterwards. For now, we need to take these guys out. So, you know about these unknowns? I told you, we'll talk about it later! Although it's not like you know much about them. You're the same as always. Ah, shut it, you! We need to leave the talks for now. Focus. We need to focus on what's ahead. Alright. Put your backs into it, Team D! If you don't say that, we'll do it! Let's do it! Your voices are too quiet! Huh? You guys really aren't ready yet. At a time like this, you have to scream from the depths of your gut! Like this! Let's do it! Donut Alto, Shinobu, or the R Daigon die. But you now have
Dan Cougar!
the final Dan Cougar.
With so many subpilots. Well,
He
not
has
so, but...
Red level 5, Will Up, Wild Beast, just like the other Dan Cougars. Guts, Accelerate, Wall, and Spirit on him. Yeah. It's got 2 points in everything. It has
Banjo.
Pulse Laser, Iron Fist, Daigon, Denku Cannon Formation, Denku Sword, Final Denku Cannon. Good luck. Alright. So, you have a lot of things to deal with. Shiriko has enough will that if he gets a kill, he can keep moving. Assault combat. Alright, Shiriko. 14 more kills.
So it needs 2 more for my, estimates.
Overfreeze bullet. I mean, he could use the kills too.
Hello!
It's nice to see people showing up here.
Well, most people do filter in around 3.
Oh, come on.
Oh, come
12
on!
HP.
You come in at a wonderful time of 12 HP being the remaining amount.
So, for those who have not been here from the start, we have met back up at the Dragon's Hive here. Zexus is back together.
Majestic Prince?
I've heard the title, but have not watched it before.
Don't think I've ever heard the title.
I do believe
At
it's
least not
available
in
on
English.
Crunchyroll. Yes, that is the title.
I've never heard of it in that case.
Yes. Let's see. So, for those who were not here with us, Zexus has reunited here. We've got some new stuff. Picked up a couple of new robots, including the Daitarn 3. The Ptolemeios can finally actually fight, which is both brilliant and shocking.
There are a lot of those, aren't they? Aren't there?
Yeah. Let's see.
What the hell?
Yes, the Dan Cougar is strong. So we wound up everyone meeting back up at the Dragon's Hive, and somehow Johnny's girlfriend Ada wound up finding out where it is. So she came here along with Cheryl and Ronka, who got attacked by Beastmen. So we fought off the Beastmen, and then these invaders appeared, and then even more crazy stuff from outer space appeared. In order to deal with the crazy stuff from outer space, the final Dan Cougar has joined the battle. Majestic Prince.
Considered to be a decent show.
May have to check that out at some point. I'm pretty sure it's available on Crunchyroll, but yeah. So a show that wasn't good enough to get a sequel necessarily, but not bad enough that it absolutely was panned.
You know, look at the Dan Cougar pilots, original.
Yep, Crunchyroll and Verve have it.
Original Dan Cougar pilots look like they were designed by 4 separate people.
They might be. You never know.
Just looking at the faces and eyes.
Looking at Shinobu standard, and then you've got Sarah with the huge eyes.
And then you've got another person who has somewhere in between.
Yeah, Sarah at least does not look like she was designed like by the same person as the rest of them.
I mean,
He's got the very angry eyes. She's got huge eyes.
this person
This
looks
guy's
like...
also got pretty huge eyes.
They look like they could have been designed by the same person.
Then
This person looks
very
like a
small
completely
eyes.
different anime.
And then you got Ellen. And Ellen is, you know, Ellen and Shinobu look like they're probably by the same person, but... Why did you do that?
I was looking to see if I could attack, and I wasn't really paying attention to. You know.
Dankugan. Shinobu! Is everything ready? Let's see. My rehabilitation's already complete. Let's go for it. Let's see. So we're gonna have to stick around with deal with Shinobu again? Well, that's the way it is. Since we've come this far, there's only one thing for us to do. For those of you who are gonna do what you want with this world, Dan Cougar will take you on! Our beast blood is burning up! Let's do it!
That sounds right. We've watched like one episode of Dan Cougar.
Yes. So in the original Dan Cougar, they gave him the manual for his mech, but he didn't read it. From what From what I saw of Shinobu, that seems very much like him. Considering that the only reason he survived the attack on the Air Force Base at the start of the series was because he was too much of a stubborn idiot to go back to base when he was ordered to. And so he was away from the base chasing down other people when he should have been back at the base and blown up with everyone else. Fourth option.
Yeah, I know if I fail, it's option 4.
Not enough will for that. But being confused. HP still completely unknown.
No, I can't.
No, you cannot. Because, I mean, these are really weird. They're from the moon. And they're utilizing a Hell Stinger attack.
I wish the Turn A had its nuke.
Why?
I wish it had a map attack, okay?
Well, I mean...
It's more that I want it to have a map attack.
Aren't you happy enough that it gets, you know, some decent attacks? I really get the Moonlight Butterfly and Moonlight Butterfly map in the sequel.
I'm not saying it's bad, I wish I had a map attack. That would make it even better.
It's far better in the sequel. Yep. Discotheque is the reason they're on, huh? What was it I saw? In good news about Discotheque, so if I haven't mentioned it here, I saw a couple of days back that Discotheque is actually releasing a Blu-ray version of After War Gundam X here later this year. Or early next year. So that means there might actually be some hope it'll make it onto Crunchyroll. I, for one, would be very happy about that. I enjoyed what bits of X I read. Or watched. But yeah, After War Gundam X. I enjoyed it.
I love After War Gundam X's designs. That's all I can really say about it since I've not watched more than episode 1.
Yes, you saw half of episode 1 in Japanese, so you couldn't understand a word of it.
No, I could understand some bits of it. Because, like most anime, there are some very specific things that are said.
Yes. Yes, I do love the fact that Garrett Wren's first appearance is holding up a guy in a mobile suit while on foot. Just runs over, throws a flash bomb at the guy, uses a grappling gun to get up to... Uses a grappling gun, gets up to the cockpit, kicks it open, and then just holds the guy at gunpoint. Like, alright, get out. This is mine now.
Garrett is just so amazing.
And perhaps his most legendary line of all time, Tifa, I believe in God! I mean, even without context, it's glorious. It's perfectly fine in context.
But without context.
Yes, as he had come across the Gundam X in an abandoned factory, found that it was missing its control unit, looked at the one he had stolen from the captain of the Freedom earlier, was like, if this works, I'm gonna believe in God. I'm gonna start believing in God. Click. It works! It's an interesting show, even if it does have truly screwball ideas like the dolphin new types.
Oh, the dolphins. The dolphins are taking control of the ship.
But yep.
Because didn't that occur?
I did not get far enough to see the dolphins. I did, however, get far enough to see the X divider first utilized, so that was something. Because even if I don't love the X divider, I appreciate its concept of basically, you've trashed your unit and so we'll have to repair it with whatever the hell we have on hand. So the mechanic of the ship, I'm just gonna go like, alright, let's see what random scrap I have. I've got the
beam machine gun off a ship. Oh, right! That's
one with the new type monkeys.
Yeah, those are his assistants. He has those as assistants later.
Really? I seem to remember reading about the new type monkeys, but
I know that he has literal monkeys backing him up. I didn't think they were new types.
Yes, there was a space station that was used for testing of new type abilities, and they had a group of new type monkeys they had created on their own, maybe. I don't fully remember reading about it on the wiki. But yeah, they had new type monkeys that were in an abandoned space station for testing with them.
You wanna know what I really want to see get into a Super Robot Wars game, but I know there's no chance?
Oh no. In the Skullheart story, the main character literally asks, is this a comedy? It's a comedy of errors, at the very least.
There's just one series I want to see so desperately, but it's never going to be Super Robot Wars.
What?
I really, really want Sentinel to make it in.
Because you want to see the incom?
No, because I love Deep Striker, which
Well-
also did not show up in series.
But knowing Super Robot Wars, they would find a way to fit it in. That sort of has made it in?
Really? Has the EXS made it in? Or the Alice system, I'd imagine.
Alright, Alto, can you... Good job, Alto.
Yeah, I wasn't fully intending that.
Super Robot Wars 4, you could create the S Gundam, huh?
You could create Gundams back in 4? I know the old ones were very different, but...
Interesting. Are you going to get the invisible guys moving? Remember, you
This is the
still
second
need
turn.
time. Just get everyone moving. They wanted Sentinel in Alpha 2 and 3. Would have been nice, but I guess the licensing was a problem.
Yeah, licensing is a nightmare because it's not owned by Bandai.
It's because it's some of the photo novel type stuff, right?
It's only half owned by Bandai.
Yes, because...
It's also owned by a magazine.
Yeah, because hobby magazines or something like that. So it's, you know, not the greatest, not the worst.
Making an MG for the Deep Striker was a nightmare.
Did they?
Yes! It was their big thing they were showing of, this is our, like, 100th MG. 200th MG.
Oh, this will be glorious.
It's so massive and so expensive, and I want it.
Oh, so part of Alpha 3's problem was also that they want to use
That's
Seed
also
because it was the
understandable.
newest. Well,
Sentinel isn't the most popular series after all.
just kick it. We're not done yet! Diagram.
I thought it was slapping it with the bow for a second.
That would be glorious, but no. Also, watch the levels shoot up here, because I'm pretty sure you'll get that happening. Because I believe Nia starts at level 1, even though she's a sub-pilot. Level 15 now.
So she became level 14 through that first skill I got.
Yeah. Yes. As much as Seed may not have the best story of all time, I must admit that I do personally really like the Strike's design. Freedom... not so much,
I
but...
don't like the freedom, but I like the strike freedom.
Oh hey, Snapper. Alright, Daitarn Snapper,
This
go!
is a smart idea.
Who knows?
Let's
Daitarn
flash.
Snapper, go!
What even is this?
Alright,
is
are you
Daitarn?
prepared? It's a whip. Not quite. It's
a
a
lasso.
lasso. Okay,
I don't
which
remember that
inflicted
in A.
mobility down.
I don't remember that in A.
Well, it's a thing, apparently.
Apparently.
Just Vulcans. Remember to be careful, because you want to feed kills to other people.
I've also only got one more turn to do this, though.
Yeah, but it shouldn't be too crazy hard.
No.
You have people literally all over the map. I was gonna say I would leave that for Chirico.
Yeah, probably
Nope.
would be good. Yeah. But Chirico can also get over to the other one.
Just gonna punch it. Alright, here we go. Just punch.
Sure, Dan Cougar.
If the Dancougar thinks a single punch will be enough to take out this silver monstrosity, then go ahead. That doesn't look like it should do much damage. This one right in your face, maybe more. Death by 1,000 needles. A standalone Super Robot Wars that uses just series that have been released in the US, huh?
Well, that would include Gundam, a few Super Robot Wars, and maybe the original Macross, if Harmony Gold doesn't want to interfere, which they always do.
Oh look. Well, at the very least you have another crazy attack to use here. Alright, show off your skills, Daitarn! I don't really know what you can do that much, but...
I feel like Dancougar is somewhat obscure at least, though.
Well, I mean, part of the thing about Dancougar Nova is that it's always super cheap to license, right?
I don't know on that, but at least it's a hot-blooded female super robot pilot, of which there are about Dancougar Nova.
Yeah. Random firing.
Even if you're just going for hot-blooded female pilots, there are almost none.
Yeah. Well, just female pilots, period, in terms of super robots. Female main pilots, there are, like, none.
Real robots, there are
A couple.
a few.
Typically they are the love interest. And that's about it. Any of them have Will up?
That's it, right?
Yep.
But does Trider?
Trider does not. Oh, Trider, you are, as always, the problem.
No,
Oh.
actually.
There's one enemy there.
Wall, right?
Yeah.
Let's see if it's enough.
It won't be, but... Well, you get one kill.
Yep. Juko.
Shirko, do it. Yeah, a lot of series have made it over to America.
I know, it's just, you know, the series that make it over to America, most of them are Gundam.
You weren't close enough.
Let's see if I move you here.
You could have had the Zambot initiate. But okay! Hey, we get to show off the invincible combination! This had better work! Let's go! Zambot... See, Zambot Moon Sunbird Attack! No! It's a Trider Bird Sun Moon Attack! What's with that stupid name? Is it yours worse? Alright, come on, you two. If we're gonna combine our powers, let's go ahead and just do it already. Alright, special move, invincible combination!
What is this going to be?
Alright. Whoa! Are you all ready? Curiosity, Bronto? I got no choice. If there are this many invincible robots, we can't be afraid! Let's go!
All of them doing their speech.
Not quite. Sun! Moon! Hooray!
One of these things is not like the others.
But still, this is glorious.
It's just all of them at once.
It's just all of them using their ultimate moves.
I don't know what I was expecting, but I love it.
And now, a rider kick for the finish.
No, all three of them.
Sun, Moon,
Bird.
split into 4. You better have died from that.
Yeah, they did. Worth it.
And inflicted armor down to top it all off.
Did you see it? That's the power of the invincible robots!
I think that's everything on the map as well.
But that was glorious. As expected of a 3-man attack.
I may never use it again, but it was worth it.
Oh dear. All enemies have been confirmed destroyed. Hida. You really are Hida. I'm sorry, Johnny. Hida! There's no need to chase her down. What? Path we're going down is the same, right? I'm sure you'll meet each other again. That's how it is. So you don't need to worry about it. After all, you need to get a lot stronger. Are you not going to run away today? See. Seems like that fog sweeper guy's gotten fed up with things right now. Says it's time to tell you what you need to know. Looks as though the time... Shit, guess it looks as though the enemies to come have finally gone and arrived. Enemies to come? So that's what Fox Sweeper was talking about before?
Yep. Oh right, because Triger was out.
Yep. Free pilot points for everyone.
And I can definitely get consecutive action on the quarter now.
Let's see. Zolbrain Company's office. With this, it's completely our loss. Yes. Ragnar Harvey was assassinated and Team Trinity was destroyed, it would seem. Are you not going to do anything about my ignoring orders from before? There's no need to do so. The fact that we were cooperating with Trinity was simply an unavoidable nuisance at that point. You've carried out the job of our Daigon. Thanks to that, the Dan Cougar Nova was able to activate God Beast mode. Let's see. But to think that a vessel like you would wind up eventually going against my orders. Seems as though making you work as an idol's had a good influence on you. I sincerely apologize. There's nothing you need to apologize for. We may have had a bit of problems, but everything's been moving as planned. After all, that's what Will was searching for in the first place. What are we going to do from now? For now, we need to guarantee our safety. Hello, Mercs. PMC Trust? Since our job is done, you've come to finish us off, huh? Guess we were a bit slow in getting away. Mr. Ajmael, hurry up and run, Ada. I'll buy you some time. What? You have to survive, for the sake of humanity's future. But... And now for a glorious moment that I found out is not, in fact, Super Robot Wars making things better, but actually happens in series. You don't need to worry. Who are you? I have no name to give to those such as you. Gah! Impossible! How were we taken out so easily? Incredible! He was able to take them out in an instant? Are you uninjured, miss? And lady as well? Thank you. For now, at least, let me thank you for saving us. The man at the top is Sandman, the guy in charge of the god Gravian. He shows up in Dan Cougar Nova to save these people. This is not something Super Robot Wars did on their own. It's just because they have the same director, and he just loves Sandman apparently so much that he dragged him back in for a cameo. Ah, that won't do. This is something a good friend of mine requested to do, after all. Friend? Yes. Will is waiting for you. Back to the Dragon's Hive. Alright, let's go ahead and hear Fog Sweeper. The answer to everything we've been waiting for. Shinobu, what are you calling your successor here? What an interesting woman. What a sharp woman. as expected, the one who's our successors, right? So these are the pilots of the final Dan Cougar? Alright, let's go ahead and introduce ourselves. I'm Shinobu Fujihara. I believe that's his name. I'm leader of the Beast Machine Squadron, and pilot of the Eagle Fighter, main pilot of the Dan Cougar. See, I'm Sara. I'm the one who's always stuck putting the brakes on whenever Shinobu goes out of control.
Yep, Shinobu Fujiwara.
Wara?
Wara.
Fujiwara. Okay. Let's see. Once again, cast members whose names are not critically important and I do not know. So, Shinobu, Sara, in kanji, interestingly enough.
Huh.
You have the other pilots' names?
No, because I just took that one.
One moment here. So, original Dan Cougar. Pilots are Shinobu, Sara, Masato Shikibu,
Ryo Shiba.
Ryo and Ryo are not the same thing at all. And Alan.
That may be my new contender for worst name that still sounds like an actual name.
The
Shapiro Keats.
It's a name.
I mean, that sounds like a legitimate name.
Yeah. Yep. I'm Masato Shikibu. I'm happy that we get such cute people coming after us. I'm Yoshiba. Nice to meet you. I'm Alan Igor. I'm just assigned to go along with the Beast Machine Squad. See. The unit that they used, the Dan Cougar, was the base of your Dan Cougar Nova. In other words, they're our senpai, you say? But I hadn't heard anything about a machine like that being discovered. Of course, after all, they, the Dan Cougar, are something that only came to this world as a result of the space-time quakes. What? This was several years before. I wound up running into them right after they'd been running into them by coincidence shortly after being transported. Let's see. Well, even if you say that, we got transported here right after the end of our battle with the Muge Empire. We were pretty beat up. What's with that Muge Empire? In the Earth that we came from, the Earth had been under attack from the Empire, were led by one Muge Zolbados. Zolbados! In order to deal with and counterattack against them, the Beast Machine Squadron was formed, and their ultimate weapon was the Dan Cougar. See. Our Beast Machine Squadron was originally formed of just 4 people, but Alan wound up being added onto us later.
Zorbados.
Zorbados? Not Zolbados?
Zorbados.
Zorbados, okay. L's, R's, who cares?
It's hard to tell.
And with that 5 machines together, we wound up having the final we wound up being called the final Dan Cougar. Let's see. After we wound up beating Emperor Muge, we were in a pretty desperate situation. Let's see. But before we were able to get out of this separate dimension he'd created, we wound up getting flung over here. I wound up taking them in and repairing the Dan Cougar. Let's see. However, in order to heal the wounds to their bodies, they were put into stasis. They were put to sleep for a period of time. Let's see. And so you wound up creating this world's the Dan Cougar Nova based on that Dan Cougar from another world? Exactly right. We don't know when someone like that Emperor Muge will reappear here on Earth. In order to, as a countermeasure against anything like that happening, I decided to develop a new Dan Cougar. I see. So that's how the Dan Cougar Nova was made. Then why does that Dan Cougar Nova wind up going onto the battlefields and aiding the losing side. That's for the sake of our true goal. True goal? Let's see. The Dan Cougar Nova isn't a simple combat robot. You could call it life on Earth itself. What? Life on Earth itself? Let's see. The Dan Cougar Nova has been loaded with life data from countless animals that live upon this planet. Life data. So you're saying it's filled with DNA samples? We do not care if you think of it like that. Let's see. That in case the worst did happen, the life forms of Earth would be able to be revived eventually. However, the data we had on the most complex life form was inconclusive. In other words, humanity. Tanaka, you knew about this true goal? I was in charge of you after all. Well, so I did know a fair bit. Let's see. In order for the Dan Cougar Nova to be able to learn about the representative creature of this planet, we decided to have humans' movement patterns involved in it. So we selected various pilots to act as samples for it. So you're calling us samples? And so that's why all the pilots before us had their races and ages so split up. You all weren't chosen just to serve as data. Let's see. The Dan Cougar Nova's ultimate power, the God Beast mode. You were the ones we deemed necessary in order to draw it out. So you're talking about that thing, right? The Dan Cougar Nova's evolved form. Thanks to you, it was able to achieve its perfect form. As a result of that, I was able to... And because of that, I wound up meeting you. Was that a coincidence? It wasn't a coincidence, but a string of... String of what, sir? But a string of trial and error. But if you're saying that all of life forms on Earth exist in the Dan Cougar, but if you're doing something like that, then why do you keep on having it fight? Why do you make it like that? I mean, come on. Rather than having it in form of some fighting robot or something, shouldn't you just slam that all into some sort of capsule and hide it somewhere? Yeah. For me at least. No, for all of us, I think. You just have left out the most important thing. Why Dan Cougar Nova had to be a combat robot. Is that correct? Let's see. If there's no need to fight, then no one would need weapons. Is that right? Just because there is a need. Is that the reason it wound up getting involved on the battlefield? Let's see. In order to aid the losing side. As expected. Let's see. The Dan Cougar Nova had to become much stronger in order to protect humanity. In order to fight against those enemies to come you were talking about? So, were those things that wound up showing up today, those enemies you're talking about? They are included as one of those types. What's with that? This world is currently too unstable. We don't know when people of that type and threats to humanity will continue to appear. However, someday a fight that will destroy this planet will appear. Let's see. Unless the Dan Cougar Nova has exceptionally high power to dispose it, will not be able to protect this planet. Let's see. In order to protect all life on this planet, the only place where Dan Cougar Nova would not be needed would be in space. In order to protect this planet, the Dan Cougar must continue to fight. In other words, the Dan Cougar Nova exists as kind of Noah's Ark, in order to let the data of all the animals on Earth, if it perishes, escape into space. Hi, Cheska.
And to move her.
So it's just like our super long-distance civilian transport fleets.
Struggling
But
cat.
what's with the Ardaigun then? Hey, Jessica.
Whoa.
Yes, flip away. Oh, then what's with the Ardaigun? Let's see. We heard that isn't something... Let's see. Is that something you can create from the final Dan Cougar? That was something created by one who has the same intentions as me. In other words, by a comrade. The Dan Cougar Nova and the Ardaigun. We needed to have the two Dan Cougars fight. The two of them clashing would sharpen each other's fangs and grant them the strength to fight against even stronger foes. Do you know who the pilot is? That isn't something I had told the info about. Let's see. So at the end, we were just tools. We were just materials in order to perfect the Dan Cougar Nova, huh? Let's see. Thanks to the thought waves and combat patterns you've inputted to it, the Dan Cougar Nova is almost able to move like a real human. So we were just samples? So the reason we've been fighting up until now is just for you to take samples from us? I suppose you could think of it that way. Don't screw with us! I understand your anger. However, at this point in time, enormous threats that humanity cannot hope to defeat on its own are approaching this planet. Invaders, aliens, the Image, Beastmen, the Vajra, and, of course, Imperium. In order to go against them, the Dan Cougar Nova will serve as the hope of all life on this planet. What are you talking about? What kind of hope? Don't screw with us! Someone like you who's been preparing to lose from the start shouldn't be talking about stuff like that. I feel exactly the same. Using the Dan Cougar as some kind of arc? You're just preparing to flee before we've even started fighting! We owe you a debt for saving us. Thanks to that, we've been working for you till now, but this is an end to that. If we wind up sticking around with you, we'll just become losers as well. So that's how it is for the whole Beast Squadron. If you get lost in your feelings, you'll never do anything. We'll use our full strength and never admit defeat. That's the way the Beast Machine Squadron goes. Well then, what shall you do? Isn't it obvious? We'll go ahead and partner with Zexus, who doesn't accept your methods. Senpai? And so that's how it is. From now on, we're going to be working with you guys. Nice to meet you, Beast Machine Squadron. Even if incredibly strong foes are ahead and only despair is waiting, we shall assist you. Mr. Fogsweeper, I can understand your reasoning, but we don't intend to accept it. Understood. Since we are only the allies of yours, we don't intend to pry into your decisions any further. Use the two Dan Cougars as you see fit. Well then, Fogsweeper, we'll go ahead on the path that we choose. Thanks for everything till now. I won't forget the debt we owe you. Is this alright? Do you not intend to say anything against me? As if I could do so. After all, I'm merely in the middle management. What could I say to someone... What could I possibly say to my boss? Especially if I don't believe that what you were saying there is your true feelings. I really can't get along with you. I am your subordinate after all. Did you go ahead and tell them the truth? Thanks to that, I was called a loser. They're tougher than you think. However, at the same time, they're incredibly pure. There's the possibility that the annihilation of humanity will come from within rather than an external foe. Ever since humanity began, humanity has been unable to end its wars. Don't you think you should take better care of this planet? The fact that everyone is going to war with Imperium is all due to humanity's ego. I want to believe in the possibilities of humanity. See, after all, you've heard of them as well, haven't you? Songs. It may be that there is hope in believing in those. But those who would go against that possibility, the other me has begun to make his move. The other you, the messenger from the moon, huh? I wonder how he shall act against both Imperium and the actions of the UN. We can only wonder. Edward's base, Britannian Union. Over Flag's base. So it looks like it looks like the things that were sent off to the Allied army from that mysterious person were about 30 units in total. They used the same type of engine as the Gundams, right? It's called a GN drive. Yeah, apparently those 30 units are going to be split up amongst the 3 great countries. In other words, each country participating is going to be getting 10 of them, huh? Oh. No. So in other words, 10 people from each country are going to be cooperating using those. Although, it doesn't appear to be quite that way. For example, Special Commander Zexon he says, I don't need a GN drive, or something like that. Let's see. And from the Britannian Union, it looks as though Prince Schnazel is going to be going off in his own machine. That's so. So Zex is going to be there too. Yep. We fought alongside him back when dealing with the World Liberation Front. Yes. And it looks as though from the Britannian Union, the members of the Overflags are going to be the main units here. Of course, you're the captain still. Understood. No. Refusing? Are you refusing, Graham? I have a feeling you are. What do you do? Yes. I refuse. What? I'll continue to fight in a flag. That's what I swore to Howard Mason. But, Captain! What you can do as a flag is very limited. I'll never go back on a man's oath. Katagiri, I've got a request of you. Those GN drives. Can you do something with them? Can you get your hands on one of them? What do you intend to do? Isn't it obvious? I want to create a flag that can defeat those Gundams. Good luck. Alright. Chapter clear. Final Dan Cougar acquired.
Alright. So, first things first, check for pilots.
We may wind up running a bit late, but we really want to do the next stage here.
Yes.
Because the next stage gets the Hyaku Shiki and the Nu.
Both of which are very beloved units.
Very important.
One of them is a very beloved unit and character for me. The other is just a very beloved character. I do like the Hyaku Shiki, but I far prefer its pilot. Right, I haven't been upgrading them at all, because, I can't read skill stats.
Yeah.
And you now finally have enough for bullet save.
Well done, Alto. Good luck for the quarter. That here? You've got Koji. All the people at the top don't need it. So Simone, good idea.
Might as well throw you in there. Might as well throw you in there.
That's the Gravian pilot.
As well. Levels.
to disappear for a minute and to be back. Here, have some music.
You've got a bit of time.
So we'll take your time to operate.
Does that screw up? Nothing major though. Alright, units that need to be upgraded. What is this?
Barrier field.
Oh.
Good for Sayaka.
Yeah, I removed it from Sayaka. Because I wasn't sure what it was.
Yeah, that one you don't need.
Alright. Had a small error there.
Still have one person left?
Oh, you can actually... Oh, you can actually move that stuff.
Yes. Any open slots you can put back in?
Problems, I don't know who I got rid of. Kira. Go ahead, Em.
Sure.
Alright.
So, time to move on. Time for the new.
Hyaku Shiki and the new.
Yep.
And
Britannian Union.
Something else, I think?
New York. The Nirvash gets upgraded.
Right, yeah, that's why I was upgrading Nirvash.
Peace Preservation Council. Well then, Representative Elgin. You knew that the members of the 303 weren't their original members, correct? Minister Kodo Label. How did you wind up reaching the truth about them? It all started with the transmission from inside the UN's Anti-Managed Task Force. Let's see. We were talking about the incident with Colonel Dewey Solenstam.
Yes, because his name is not Novak.
Dewey. Still as much of a jerk as ever, I bet.
Oh no, he's not as much of a jerk as ever. He's worse. He's the reason for the human experimentation.
Fun. Let's see. Okay, so yeah. So have to fish something up to double check here, but I'm guessing it's that he wound up taking in war orphans on his own. Yep. Taking in war orphans on his own and experimenting on them. So they'd been, trying to investigate that. As a result, before we could finish, he was assassinated, and the children he'd been experimenting on wound up disappearing. Let's see. Yes, they were involved in the tragedy of Doha, the dimensional quake testing. According to the investigation we'd been doing, a number of orphans he had specifically chosen were taking part in it. Mormont. Is that what you're talking about? Let's see. The man who assassinated him, Holland Novak, in other words, the leader of the 303. Let's see. However, the man that you accepted and was participating in Zexus was not an original member of the 303. In other words, through some methods, he was able to take the original Holland, get rid of the original Holland, and replace him. Exactly right. Why? Why did you still support them even knowing that? Alright then, allow me to ask. Do you intend to capture them? The incident with Colonel Dewey has already ended with the real Holland Novak having killed him. However, since Leader of the 303 is a different person, there isn't any need to deal with him. However, yes, we need someone to deal with it. However, as long as they was under my protection, you couldn't do anything about them. It is exactly because of that I am here. What I want to know about is what was hidden with that incident. They've already left Zexus, according to what I have heard. The spy robot from the Image, and the boy she was friends with. What is it they intend to do with that? Neverland. What? See. Thanks to the tragedy of Doha, their bodies have already gone and aging at a rapid pace, many times that of a normal person. So in order to live on, they intend to travel to Neverland, the kingdom of eternal children. That's... They claim to have seen it during the tragedy of Doha, a place that they call Neverland. Land with a broken sky that was being revived by people's will. A single possibility of dimensional restoration. Dimensional restoration? Power that could reshape the world? The Image themselves are creatures that arrived here as a result of that dimensional restoration. See. Holland and the others are attempting to use the myth of the Image's genesis here in order to rewrite this world. What? See. They plan on using an enormous dimensional quake to shatter the boundaries between dimensions and use the power of the Image to regenerate it. However, as seen with the tragedy of Doha, such an enormous energy, if misused, could destroy the entire world. Even though you know about it, then why did you... Then why... Even if they know about that, then why would they... For them, at least. They don't care if a world where they can't live just is destroyed. In order to survive, they'll use anything they can. As a result of that, they've joined with someone who can cause a dimensional quake. That's... yes. They intend to try and make use of Imperium. Not a good idea. The Vodorak Church. Phew! I typed the end.
Aw. Larval type Nemine, you're looking a lot older.
It appears as though a visitor has arrived. Are you one without hope? Or are you perhaps one who does hold hope?
Now, I wonder which. I already know about you. Or rather, I should say I did know about you. I saw you in a dream. You were suffering quite a bit. You were an existence that was born out of their forgotten memories, after all. See? It's time you should rest, after all. After all, for someone such as you, rather than anger, shouldn't you be at peace? I feel that as well. However, no matter how many worlds I've traveled, I have yet to find a place where I can find peace. Tell me. Tell me who it is that dropped me into this eternal prison. If you learn that, then what do you intend to do? Isn't the answer obvious? Yeah. It's alright. Everyone has the right to search for their own happiness. Even me, of course. And that is why I shall tell you. The memories lost to the image. That is the existence that helped create this world. Or something like that. Back to the Dragon's Hive. Kat, what are you doing over there? I'm hearing scrabbling. Macross Quarter. Which is Cheryl? No, where's Cheryl? She left a long time ago, along with Grace. Ah, how unfortunate! For the #2 member of her fan club, how could I let something like this pass me by? What? Kinoshita, didn't you say before that you were a fan of Broncos? That's what I heard too. Didn't you even join her fan club? It's not as if I'm two-timing or anything like that. After all, with Miss Charlotte and Miss Rock are so pretty and attractive, I couldn't choose just one of them. Oh. Oh, you don't need to be all worried about it, Kinoshita. After all, no one can stop their feelings of admiration for another. Right, Ozma? Yeah, that's right. You look a bit pale, Athena. Are you okay? Why is it that Buffy is able to act like that? See. I've seen way too many guys who love women way too much. But to see a guy with the heart of a maiden is... Oh, you really do understand the heart of a maiden, don't you, Athena? Thank you? How pure she is. And don't you dare think about sticking your poisonous fangs into her. That's impossible, Michelle. Leaving aside other girls. So long as I'm here, you won't lay a single finger on Athena. What's with that, Kay? You're acting like you're a guardian or something. Well, that is right, after all. What do you mean by that? Well, let's call it a prank of dimensional quakes. Don't worry about it too much. Alright, I'll give up on Cheryl for now. Where's Ronka? As if I'd know. But you're her brother. Don't act so familiar with me. It looks like this guardian over here is having quite a time as well. What's wrong with a big brother worrying about his sister? But Lieutenant, if you wind up just saying pointless stuff like that, you're gonna make her hate you eventually. After all, the love of a brother can be a curse at times, can't it? But... no. What he was doing there was making a joke, I believe, with the fact that the top ones, ni, ani, no, kuchi, if you stick them together, you get the kanji on the bottom there. Noroi, curse. Alright. since the demon Lieutenant Ozma has gone ahead and gotten quiet for now, can someone... Let's go ahead and decide who's going to take Ronka out to the town. Isn't that Alto's job? Oh, come on. To have him do something like that when Cheryl isn't here would be too unfair, wouldn't it? As expected of Kay. Hey, you really understand what's going on there. Just think of me as your teacher, your master, Michelle. Come on. What a hopeless combination. Alright. So, it's time to decide who's going to go on a date with the Dimensional Cinderella. What are you talking about with a date? I won't allow it! Lieutenant Ozma. Crow! Because you said that, you just made him even worse. This is my fault? Lieutenant, I understand your feelings, but we need to send someone along with Ronka. Where'd they all go? Lieutenant, but don't we have a strategy meeting after this? Clan! You take Ronka! Hey, my Quaddle and Rhea can't take anyone along with it. I'll go. Besides, if I'm the one going, you won't have to worry about anyone laying a hand on Ronka, right? No! Impossible! I won't allow it! You're just going to transfer your property to her! What the hell are you talking about? Alright. So I guess it's time for me to... Definitely not you! Ooh. I'm gonna definitely... I won't allow Michelle, Pierre, Ruby, Arcane, Aoyama.
Yeah, these are fair enough.
Or Atherin! You guys are all forbidden!
Yes.
What?
Also fair enough.
I don't really know why I'm saying that about you, but my gut's telling me! I won't lend my sister over to you!
Screw you, 3 Atherin!
And so that's how it is, Atherin. But... does he really think of me like that? Oh, well, Lieutenant. So I guess we have to go ask her then. Come to think of it, where is Ronka? She said she had something to do with a pet before and was searching around the ship. A pet? How did she get something like that?
The most important, Pat.
Oh, there you are, I. Why were you somewhere like this? Don't tell me. Are you interested in these robots? Are you interested in this robot? Are you talking about Nirvash? Ah! I'm sorry. I didn't mean to scare you. No, I'm sorry. I must have surprised you something like that all of a sudden. That green thing, is that your pet? I call him I. It looks like he likes your robot. Could be... You don't know about Nirvash. Know about? Nirvash is alive. Let's see. Eureka and I are able to understand what he's feeling. And that Eureka is... She's someone who's very important to me. Currently she isn't here, but... I'm sorry about that. It's fine. No matter what happens, I'm definitely going to take Eureka back. Ah, what's this, Renton? What is it, Renton? Having a secret date with an idol? No! I was just working on repairing Nirvash. I'm just joking. After all, well, everyone knows that you've got Eureka, right? Oh, so here's where you were, Ronka. Alright, I'll go ahead and take you down to town. Hey, brother, why don't I go with Renton? Me? Oh well, I guess it's fine. If it's Renton, I don't have to worry too much. But I'm no good. You're worrying about it way too much, Atherin.
He's got a fiance after all.
Renton, if it's alright, would you tell me a bit more about that Eureka person? Sure.
How many relationships is Atherin in by the end?
I don't know. I mean, he was engaged to Lacus. Then that got broken off. And then he had Kigali. And then there's Kigali and... Question mark Lunamaria, was it? Something like that. Atherin gets caught up with a lot of people. And Mir, of course, because Mir was going off old data and thought that Lacus was still Atherin's fiancé, and yeah. Everything's crazy.
Yeah, he really shouldn't be around anyone.
Thanks, Renton. Thanks for taking me here, Renton. Sure, this is also part of my mission. And besides, thanks for listening to what I had to say about Eureka. Huh? At times, I feel like I'm starting to lose my nerve. Can I really save Eureka? But when I get to talk about her with someone like this, I feel a little bit more like I can do it. I guess the Eureka's must be pretty happy to have someone love her as much as you do. What? I was able to be like that. If I had gotten captured, I wonder if someone would come and save me. Ronka? Try your best, Renton. And I'll do the same. Nirvar says he's cheering you on as well. Alright then. I'll head off. Be sure to tell everyone in Zexus I said hi. Thanks, Ronka. But then... Seems like you're doing well. You're... Target captured. I'll leave taking Nirvash into Matthew and the others. That's it, Holland. Crow? You're following Renton? It was a request from Lieutenant Ozma. Renton wound up going off on his own. We had a feeling you guys would make your move. We didn't realize we had an ally with us here as well. What? Crow Roost! I challenge you! That voice. You're that knight from Imperium? I'll transport Renton. I leave him to you. Wait, Holland! You guys have joined with Imperium? There's no need for you to know that. You're the one butting in here, right, miss? My name is Margaret Pistol. Oh. I will not allow someone such as you to call me miss. Alright then. Then I'll call you by your name. Calm down, Margaret. See. You've already done more than enough calling out your job as guarding Holland, right? You're really trying to kill me? This is my revenge against you! I don't know where you got your grudge against me, but I'm not just gonna sit here and let myself die. I know. See, even I understand. This is undeserved. But that child was my one and only brother! Prepare yourself, Crow Roost! That's as far as you'll go, Knight of Insolemn. You're Asakim Doan? If you kill him here, Liard won't be happy. See, after all, didn't he say the one to take on Crow Roost would be him? What's with this man? You think that an Arcsaber such as myself would be pushed back this far by his presence alone? If you understand, then tell him. Someday I will come to claim your soul. Who are you? An accursed wanderer. However, I already know the man who cast this curse. Went ahead and left, huh? Wait, Asakim Doan. At any rate, I'd like to thank you for saving me. There's no need of that. I can't allow you to die in a place like this. I really thought that woman was going to take me out. No. I thought I was going to have to take that woman out. Alright, but I guess it wasn't necessary. You don't need to hide it. You don't need to hide it. After all, when that woman mentioned revenge, your scales began to sway, didn't they? What are you talking about? Getting called... Getting called... You were saying something about stars before, but I really don't have any idea what you're talking about. You don't need to understand what I'm saying. After all, I am your enemy. What? However, do not worry. I won't lay a hand on you here. If I were to do so, there wouldn't be any meaning to it at all. You... who are you? Didn't I tell you? I'm an accursed wanderer. Crow. Before this eternal journey yet, nor to end this eternal journey, I shall claim your soul. Tell your allies to head towards the Vodarak Church. Why would you tell me that? No. You and I'm. In order to hunt down both of your souls. I'm waiting for you, Crow. In order to put an end to the fate between you, me, and that I'm as well. Since I've been shown the way, all I can do is keep moving along it. I wasn't even able to move a bit. Husikim and I'm. Holland and Renton. What on earth is happening at the Vodarak Church? There's gonna be a lot of text. This stage.
Yeah, we're probably gonna run over.
Quite a bit. What a pointless guy. Are you really intending not to cooperate with us at all? Rekka, where is she? God. You don't have any right to ask us questions.
That looks so wrong.
Yes. All we need is for you to be alive. Wait a minute, Hap. It's gonna be problematic if you go too far. As if I care. Holland left him to me here, and head off to number 6. Till he comes back, I'm gonna get this guy into shape. The chosen maiden and her man. Just like Wendy and Peter. I know that you're just trying to remake this world however you see fit. But why do you need me? What are you trying to do to me and Eureka? You brat. You don't understand your position here. Stop it. After all, if he doesn't understand anything, he won't be able to help us. I think Holland told you. See. But our mission is to arrive at Neverland. See. In order to do that, the experiment that we were forced to participate in. We wish to recreate the events of the tragedy of Doha. What? That's right. Unfortunately, the test that we participated in ended in a failure. See. However, thanks to that, those people at Warsaw wound up coming up with a success with a higher success rate and trying a new plan. Yes. The 7th next E-something myth reenactment project. Codename Eureka 7. Sure. Whatever. It's better than the 7th Eureka from High Evolution 2. I guess. Utilizing the crystal that's inside the Image spy robot Eureka. See. Inside of it, there should be a password that allows us to rendezvous with the Image. See. Utilizing Eureka, we can open the dimensional door that's inside. The open door to another dimension that's inside the Image. And that key is Renton. You, Renton. Eureka and I will open the door to another dimension? Dude. See. Just like we can't live in this world, you and Eureka cannot stay together. What do you mean? See. Once you've promised us you'll aid us, we'll tell you about it. But for the both of you, you don't have a choice but to go to Neverland. So what the hell is that Neverland? What's gonna happen to us if we go there? Neverland is a world where time has stopped. A place where we'll be able to say the same for all eternity. I'm getting hints of Z3 here.
Yeah?
Paradigm City. A land where time is frozen.
and what's happening to the world.
Isn't that just the Big O, though?
Yes, but they explicitly are like, yeah, Paradigm City is what the world is going to be like if this happens. Fun times. Alright. Do you agree with this? So then just go ahead and answer us. And if you refuse, I'll just have to beat you up a little bit more. We'll give you 30 minutes to think about it. Be sure to just make your decision before we come back. Damn it! What's with that Whitney and Peter? Why can't Eureka and I stay in this world together? Look you! Nirvash? You returned to larval form? Pew! You're talking about setting them flying? I like your... I'm happy with your feelings, but you can't do it like that. Fuck you? Something is coming, you said? Fuck you! What are you? Fuck you! Fuck you! What's happening here? Rock Church. So underneath the Vodarak Church, 700 meters down, this is the 6th. The 6th? The 6th imprisoned facility. It appears as though the Amaj have yet to discover the 6th facility. That shows just how much they fear the pink-haired girl. The one with the power of the 6th. I suppose the government feared the tragedy of Doha being repeated. But to think it's this large. Why on earth would they do that? You have done well to come here. That hair color, are you? Yes. Professor Dominic's fiancé. What? The one you call number 6. I understand. This person is the same as me. She's the one that Professor Dominic loved. Anemone. At long last we have met. You look so very different than your anime version. It's probably the whole rapid aging stuff.
Yeah.
Things like that. What are you doing? Seems as if you knew we were coming, I promised Dominic. Promised? If those without hope were to appear before me, I would leave the seal as it is. And if those who still have hope appeared, I would answer their pleas and open the seal. See. That when the white and sacred ones appear, I would lend them strength and open the path to their future and their hope. Those eyes. Have you resolved yourself? What? Hey, do you know? We can't actually dream. The reason for that is that we ourselves are but dreams. We are an existence that was created from the Maj's dreams of humans. And that's why Dominic did those experiments. He didn't want me to disappear. I don't know where the Amaj come from. And I don't know what they're trying to do. But there is one thing that is certain. When humans and Amaj try to be together, a dream will never be able to be any more than that. You can't change reality. Wait! Then why are we here? I don't know the reason why. But both you and I and the Amaj are alive. We're forced to stay alive. We're left alone as a tiny part of that world that was filled with anger and violence.
Our death would be the death of this world. Wait a minute, but that... What should I do? Have you prepared yourself? What? In order to try and see dreams on your own. What the hell are you saying there? What we want to know is how we can make the Amach work for us. What's happening? Let's see. We've received a message from up above. The Amach have appeared. They came to take Eureka back? Could be, could be.
Stage start.
Chapter 38. Promise fulfilled. That's a lot of Image. Image, you realize where Eureka is? Come at me! I'll take out any of you who approach. Holland? Toe! You guys go back to the Gecko. You'll need to retreat if necessary. Understood.
Oh no.
Destroy the enemies. Don't let the Image cross the defensive line. Defeat all of them within 6 allied phases. With your SR point. You have Accelerate there if you need it.
Let's just get both of those going. Accelerate and Flash. Not Flash.
As if I die here. I'm definitely gonna survive. As if I know about this... care about this world or its people. I'll recreate this world. For Tahoe's sake. Sure. Return. And hopefully...
That actually wasn't enough. Spend quite a bit on this. Danger.
Time to deploy. This won't deploy until. Deploying the final Dan Cougar.
Yeah, it really isn't necessary.
Just so you know, it doesn't have, Final Dan Cougar does not have a combo with the Dan Cougar standard.
That is quite saddening.
King Gainer, Big O.
Yeah, sure, Big O.
Gonna want to move it along.
Sure.
Sexist! How did you sniff us out? Looks like both Asa Command and Imperium aren't here. Watch out! We don't know where any dimensional beast will come from. Holland, we have things we want to ask you. Once this fight's over, we're going to try and talk with you. There's no way he'll do that. What? Do you want us to take you out before we deal with these monsters? Hey, calm down a bit, senpai. That's the Beast Machine Squadron, huh? Ha, I guess they're fitting to be called Team D's senpai, huh? Holland, where's Renton? Who knows? If you wanna know, hurry up and find him yourself. You... Stop it, Gainer. They aren't our allies anymore. We don't have time to go along with him. For now, we need to defeat the Image. There's a chance Imperium will appear as well. Watch your backs while we do it. Damn it. Should I use them as bait and flee? Good question. Don't let Holland or Crow die.
Fair enough.
Have any been weakened enough?
Yeah, none of these have attacked.
You might want to go back. Someone else do a bit of softening up.
Just to check that I am on course. I am exactly on course currently.
Or so you think.
I'm on course with my prediction that I need to make 6 kills per stage. Except you left.
Well, so long as you think it's going well. Good.
I've got this stage and tomorrow's stage.
Let's see the Scrender Cutter at some point.
Oh, I will at some point.
Keep flying, Aldo.
Keep flying, there's literally no reason to go about trying for him. As much as I wish Airwalk was a thing, it is not.
Sadly, no. Can I retreat Holland?
Yeah.
You can just have him go straight back.
Can I fully retreat Holland is the question.
Probably not.
I certainly can't this turn.
I believe that Holland will,
Disappear soon.
at some point, certainly. We've got quite a clump of units.
Yeah, that's semi-intentional. Partially because of that.
Because level 4 Commandora is a very powerful thing.
Double,
Beam comes.
it's double the level 4 Commandora
Oh,
and
Chirico.
trying to get Chirico kills.
It's up to 60.
Some of them just advanced. I was also trying to form a bit of a wall.
Yeah. Boomerang!
Oh, that wasn't a kill.
Mm-hmm.
You know what this would be perfect for?
What?
A map attack.
A map attack.
Can you guess what I don't have any of?
You have one.
No.
Yes, you do. Quarter.
Ah, right, quarter. Oh, right, the quarter. Oh, right. What is its... Ah, not that well.
Yeah, it's one that it's directly ahead and to the right.
Alright.
Does the quarter have a will up ability?
He does, but then I won't be able to lock on.
Well, what will is he at? You can get 5 will. And yes, you could lock on.
Oh, does he have enough? Oh, yes, Cool. So if I move him...
You're gonna want to check.
I have the double kill.
Yes, I know.
So, first things...
No. You want to be... Check the range. I believe it's one down and one to the right. Yes. So, your goal, what you want to do is get there.
Yeah.
And then take out that one image. Well done, Shiriko. No. One to the right.
Don't get why you sounded like a siren there.
Because you were going to continue. Yes.
But you sounded like a siren.
Why on earth are the Image heading here? Do you really wish to know, Crow of Groost? I'm... Tough dimensional beasts. And Pearl Nail. Von Pyrum has arrived. Margaret, you're there too, huh? Since you're gonna come at us as a member of Imperium, we'll take you on. But at least tell me, what the hell are you talking about your brother's revenge? Are you intending to play dumb about your sins? What? This woman, Margaret Pistol's family, they died in a part of an incident that your squadron caused. Special Squad Firebug. You have quite an interesting past, don't you? Crow? Firebug. You... It's the truth. What a splendid reaction. The scales of your heart are swaying now, aren't they? See. The seventh domain that shines in the sky. Shockwave of light will now reach to the heavens. Get out of here, Crow! He's aiming at you! Now's the time. I shall claim your soul! Your spear! I shall not give it to you, lying sheep. Asakim Toin? That soul. One to claim that soul. Yes. Cursed wonder, how dare you! It appears as though your awakening has proceeded far further than the swaying scales. Asukim Doin? Infinite sinner! Are you going to laugh? However, this is the only way I had. Prepare yourself, Margaret. Be sure to protect me. Margaret! Oh, Ploost. Everything he says is a lie. What? My brother fought you head on and died. There's nothing you need to be embarrassed about. Margaret, you! As a knight of Insolum, I cannot allow you to sully my younger brother's death like this. Very well then, Margaret. After we return, your punishment shall be awaiting. Yes. Yeah, that I'm guy. Just left his dimensional beast and ran? What's happening here? I was hunting down Crow, and then Asuka was hunting both I'm and Crow? In other words, both I'm and Crow are. Then we need to harass him. I won't allow that. Swaying scales. I shall claim your soul. That's
some long-range funnels.
Yep. Your existence is dangerous. I'll stop you here. And now, the only thing you ever use on the Nu.
No, you do use other things very occasionally.
No.
Isn't it only if you run out of ammo?
If you have him aced and full upgraded with Bullet Saber, you will not run out of ammo. He has 15 ammo on the funnels, pretty much. He has between 12 and 15 ammo.
That's amazing.
Yes. If you have him aced, fully upgraded, and with bullet save, you will not run out of funnels. I've lost my chance, Haro! And Lieutenant Quattro? Prepare yourself! Form your formations! The next beasts are coming! This way! Ask him Doen. We'll have you explain everything. The situation is unfortunate. Wait, Hasakim! What the hell is your goal? Why are you targeting me? Crow. See. It's all because your soul is becoming worthy of being hunted by me. Hasakim! There's no need to pursue him, Crow. What? We already know I think we know the reason he's hunting you. But for now we need to focus on fighting the guys in front of us. We'll talk about everything afterwards. Understood. Something that Hasakim would be hunting down? Sphere. You're saying he's got one? Can you do it, Lieutenant Quattro? Since I've got this resolve, I won't fall back. Roberto and I will follow up the Hyaku Shiki. Understood. Let's go, Moreau. Char, you... Don't let Holland die? Crow's fine. So, we now have the Nu.
The far more important of the two.
New type level 4, blocking, attack again. Focus, mercy, instinct, charge. Has an eye field. Really bad at air combat, but really good at space combat.
Okay.
Vulcan's beam cannon, beam rifle, new hyper bazooka, beam saber, fin funnel.
And there's the only other reason to not use fin funnels. Movement.
Yes. Oh yeah. And then we have the Hyaku Shiki. New type level 3, Commander level 2, blocking. Instinct, focus, accelerate, extend range, I believe. Nothing special. Vulcan's, beam rifle, beam saber, clay bazooka, mobile suit squadron attack, mega bazooka launcher. He does not have the map attack.
Huh.
Well, only thing I can think...
only space... It was designed for space combat, and that's it.
All I can think about the Nu having a sea in sky is... I mean, yeah, it's super maneuverable, but it was really only designed for space combat. Have you locked on?
No, I've not locked
on
yet. I mean,
even if it's super maneuverable out in space, its thrusters weren't designed for, aerial combat.
Let's see what happens.
Alright, Macross Cannon, what can you do? Did you use effort?
And bless.
Alright, let's see how this goes.
I think.
Yeah, you did. Well, you denied Chirico a lot of kills, but 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 kills in a single go.
25,000 money. 2 levels.
Commandor level 4.
Yes, Commandor level 4.
Watch out! Oh, there's something trying to charge past us! On the sides. Gee, we hadn't seen them before?
And now the air rush.
This is bad. They got past us? Ah! Cute! Akio! Okay, Miku! Akio! Oh! Gosh, this isn't any time for you to be fighting with them! You turn up and find a wreck and get out of here! Gah!
So is Spec V near Vashon type the end?
What is this? I got caught up in that explosion?
Oh hey, can you actually see Renton there?
It's fine, Renton. We were just seeing a dream right now. Professor? Professor Dominic? It's been a while, Renton.
Oh, Professor Dominic actually is.
Yes.
Okay.
It's been since the research labs at Warsaw. I'm sorry, Professor.
Why are you apologizing? I wasn't able to protect my promise. That day, the promise we made at Warsaw. Weren't able to protect those snow moon flowers. And why? I don't have any sort of power. All I can do is just keep on running, even now. You're still thinking with your head. What? Let's see. Is that all you've learned in these 8 years, Renton? Professor? Humans are foolish. Even in their imaginations, possibilities of the future, they keep on ignoring them. And thanks to that, we've got the world we're in now. Do you understand, Renton? The Imagera mirror. Let's see. A mirror that shows the true form of everyone who looks into it. I don't understand at all, Professor. But what should I do? Please, tell me. Don't you understand already? What? Not with your head, but with your heart. But where are you going, Professor? Professor? Professor! Let's see. I like your foolish way of life. So at the very end here, let me give you a couple of words to support you along the way. That is... Professor! Farewell, Dominic. There's a person there? That's... Renton? Rekka! I'm coming now! Phew! Phew. Renton, what is your phrase? Don't beg for things. Don't beg for things. Do it yourself! Else you won't get anything! Rekka! And now...
Hi. I mean,
the Nirvash Spec V.
The Spec 3 makes sense. It's like with a fusion between Type B and them.
And also, it's become a super robot now.
Size L?
Mm-hmm. Which is part of what I hate about Spec V. It's like, sure, you may have HP and energy recovery, but you're gonna get hit so much more, and you don't have super high armor or anything. Yes, it really saddened me. Nirvash? Is that Nirvash? Rekka! Renton? I'm sorry, Rekka. I may not have the courage to protect you yet. But the professor told me. I want to create a future together with you. So, let's go, Rekka. I love you! Renton. Those who transcend the logic of this world. When they hear the voice of the compact, their two sounds shall overlap, and that which is white and pure shall be shown. What did you do to them? What are you talking about? All I did was cheer them on a bit. If we don't revive that myth, we're all gonna die! Even though you understand? You're so naive. What? Why didn't you just create your own legend? Just like them. Don't tell me. You're saying that this is a result of them trying to revive the myth? Holland! You've got to retreat! Get in contact with Ein! Wait up, Holland! Our dream, our future! I won't allow it. I won't let you get away with this! You went and left, huh? Now that they've lost both Renton and Rekka, the only way they can carry out their goal is to work with Liard. You've changed your hairstyle. See, it's you. Huh? I won't let anyone scare you anymore. I'll protect you with everything I've got! Renton? Let's go, Nirvash! Don't beg for things. Do it yourself, or else you won't get anything! Perfectly timed with the music.
And just to quickly go through.
Spec V.
Nirvash, Spec V.
Oh wait, is
Rekka's
Nirvash
back.
not? Oh no,
It is.
Nirvash is still.
So, Spec V. HP and energy restore small. Size L.
Large. S and Sky.
And move of 8. Has stick and bit laser.
This sucks.
Yeah. I mean, those attacks are both pretty powerful, but... yeah, Nirvash is not
Why?
great.
Why Nirvash? I just have to hope you're better in Z1.
Well, it's an entirely different Nirvash, remember? $62.
Alright, now. Everyone, it's time to charge.
Do you really want to be charging the people who don't need kills ahead?
Somewhat.
I mean, the Gravity and the Aquarian, those guys need the kills.
Well, there's one reason to.
You cannot.
No, that'll kill. This thing, though, this is a pain.
Yeah, Dimensional Beasts are always a pain.
I'm fully willing to get a kill on a Dimensional Beast.
How sad you had to actually step back a bit. Super heavy sword.
Didn't quite kill, and I've used most of my energy.
That's fine. Keep on accelerating, Aquarian.
I need to get at least 2 more kills.
Hopefully more. Even it can't hit you back.
Thankfully.
Sadly, we get
We'll be back in a
annoying
minute.
music. I don't know if we've ever seen this not be a kill. So it just punches them and doesn't go the whole to the moon. Let's see.
Perfect. You kill.
Go ahead and get that on the big O.
Yeah. Sure.
I mean, not critical of it anyway.
None of the people who can are critical.
Be sure to show off the scrounger here in a bit.
Oh, it's system activated.
I'd like to think you'll have an option to.
Let's see.
Range 2.
Okay. And it is plus movement, so.
Yeah. Oh, perfect target. Let's get some better music on. Alright. Scrender, go!
Might as well be a kill.
Out of the way! Such a goofy attack.
And his Scrander isn't like the Great Mazinger Scrander where it fires it.
No. Just slash straight through with the tips of the wing.
Is that J or A portable? I can't remember which it is, but one of them, you had 1 ammo for it.
Yes, it was. It wasn't a Scrander. That was the like jet booster, great booster.
Ah.
You can get that in.
And then you
Z1
weren't
as
able
well.
to fly anymore.
No, you were still.
Were you?
Yeah. At least in J you were. Yeah, I may not know about A Portable, but in J at least. Firebug. Still can't get away from my rotten past, huh? Fortunately, seems like you were spot on. Something like that. Poor Crow. His past is really bad.
I mean,
There's a reason he quit the military.
his past at least isn't JRPG bad.
Oh, I don't know. It depends on the JRPG.
It isn't, what's it called? It isn't everyone around him has died.
Why are you not using funnels?
Because I'm not using funnels.
How dare you not use funnels? I don't know if that'll be enough.
Let's see.
No matter where this is, the fact that this is a world where people live won't change. In that case, I'll do what I need to. Since I've left Trace, I'll find an answer on my own.
So, yeah, I'm almost certainly going to be switching to Hyaku Shiki for turn A. If I can.
Sweet.
If for nothing other than the air. The Nu has beautiful beam sabers. Only turn on when absolutely necessary.
Yep, not enough. Pacing and wear was important.
Well, yeah, didn't think it would be enough.
Mobile Suit Squadron? Are you gonna ask Apolly for help?
Sure. This also
Alright.
probably won't.
Roberto, Apolly, do it. Trace Kushernada. If I had the same resolve as him. So, right now, all I can do is keep acting as a pilot. Dragged along by the situation. Let's go, Mobile Suit Squadron. Go, Rick Diaz. It is a surprisingly good job for surviving Zeta for pseudo grunts. I mean, they both die, but they did a really good job of surviving as long as they did.
I was going to say, I mean, a lot of the pseudo grunts of the original survived, but then I remembered you're talking about Zeta, the series where you die if you so much as aren't the protagonist.
Even almost if you are the protagonist. I mean, Camille ended the series in a coma.
Yeah.
Got the Turn A and the Ptolemeios.
That's it.
Turn A, turn.
Yeah, sure.
Get the Ptolemeios moving. Someone needs healing.
You'd think.
Soul Graviton Punch. Just gonna leave that for Chirico.
Yeah, planning on leaving. Okay, that one was a bit much, but...
Friendship acquired. Clay Bazooka. Turn on the arch.
I'm okay with a bit extra. As long as he gets 2 more kills, I just need to get 6 kills on the final stage. On the next stage. I want to get more kills than that, but...
But we shall see. That hurts. What? Yes. Yes, Char, we know you're in shock that someone managed to hit you.
I'm betting he doesn't have his greatest attack, though.
Greatest attack being?
His shoot someone in the head with a beam rifle without even looking.
I don't know. He does have a beam rifle. But wow. Resupply is desperately needed.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Fin funnel.
I've already watched it once, so it's fine.
Fin funnel.
Yes. Your point?
You've only seen it once.
I've been seeing it a lot.
Yes, I know. Because fin funnels are fin funnels.
Wow, that's actually out of range.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, they can hit from pretty far away. Malzinger's almost out of energy as well.
Malzinger's almost out of everything.
So, see if you can get the whatchamacallit moving.
Ptolemeios? No.
No, not the Ptolemeios. The Dygard.
Okay.
Soul.
Soul.
Chiriko QV now has Soul.
That should definitely kill, right?
Why did you burn that?
Because I don't plan on having him do that much this turn. Actually, that might be able to kill this.
I don't think so. If it was under 10,000, I'd say probably, but... we shall see.
I mean, I just kind of want to see how much damage this is going to do.
Alright, Chiriko, do your best. Throw everything you can.
I just want to see how strong Soul plus this is.
Soul's like 2.5x attack.
If he gets a crit, it's a definite kill.
Not definite, just probably. 12,000.
Would have been good on the other one.
Well done, Chiriko.
Alright.
As expected of a perfect soldier.
But he isn't a perfect soldier.
He is a perfect soldier, but not a perfect soldier with big P. I was gonna say you should shoot the Gravian, but...
Yeah, the Gravian.
Because the Gravian, you know, needs kills. The Mazinger does not. You ready to talk?
That's a definite kill.
This Hono no Sarame continues playing. Finger on it. Well done.
That's why I said it was a definite kill.
Keep on going, Aquarium. Yeah, part of the problem with a lot of the really good units from the previous games in this one is that they don't have quite the same.
That's a no to you.
You get them too late in the game to be able to really make the most use of them. Unlike in Saisei, where we'll get some of them quite early, like within the first 10 chapters. So, we'll have plenty of time to build up PP and kills. You've still got the other one.
Yeah, I was just planning on skipping the animation at this point.
Yes.
Oh, wait, what?
Yes, that's what I was telling you. Amuro has attack again.
Yeah, was he out of range?
Hmm?
Is the opponent out of range of his attack?
Dunno.
Or just attack then go immediate?
It's a support attack.
Yeah, normally.
So now, dynamic kill,
Fire everything.
and then
Last shooting. Most legendary attack. Not performed by Amuro Ray.
yep, but performed by the Gundam after he'd bailed out. Because let's be honest, he needed to bail at that point.
Alright. And now. The reason why I went for that.
Aquarium. The aquarium.
And its ultimate attack.
For now, the Lotus Punch. Is that what it actually is? No. But it's what I shall always think of it as.
What is it actually called?
It's... What it is literally is something like the one-hit turnabout strike.
But I
the
see
Lotus Blossoms.
why you call it Lotus Punch.
The flower of victory has bloomed.
It sounds like a Kamen Rider catchphrase.
Yeah, it does, kind of. But no, it has to do with the fact that, you know, Aquarian has all of these, like, Buddhist, I believe, ideals in it.
Go for it, Baldios!
Live for the future, Baldios! Don't
Oh,
die
hey,
here.
it actually worked!
Yep.
I wasn't expecting that to work.
Simone does not yet have it. But he will get both hot blood and courage, I believe. Second one. Flash. That's flash. Super 3D punch. You got a lot of guys way at the back there. Fourth. Has the Getter done anything this stage?
I don't know it has.
Lovely. Just like the Zeta.
No, Zeta did something this stage.
Did it?
Yeah, I believe it got one kill. Or at least weakened something.
You sure you want to do that? Sure you just want to use that weak move?
Yeah, why not?
So, I mean, it's a dimensional beast. It's
Mainly trying
bad music.
I was gonna say, mainly trying to change the music, but,
Yeah, bad choice. Keep moving, Quattro. I'm sure you can do something. Yes, accelerate. That's the only thing he can hit. Please don't fail us now, Quattro. Oh, new type level up. Look at the poor Zeta. I'm just gonna abandon it. He does not have accelerate.
maybe I should throw Quattro in this Zeta.
I mean, you could. I mean, I'm pretty sure he's reached a high enough new type level now.
Yeah. It really does. And I, for one, am disappointed by it.
Nope. It is what it is, and that's all you can say. Yep, no double Zeta. Thank you for missing.
It has a 0% hit chance.
Good luck. Should have moved the healers up. Zeta and charge counterattack. I guess it's just something to do with the fact that they thought they had enough Gundams in here, what with having every Gundam AU at the time other than G. Because, I mean, there's only so much Gundam you can have in one game, right? Right? Unless it's explicitly a Gundam game.
No, but even that, there's too much. Evidently, as according to G Gundam Generation Crossrays, which I am massively disappointed in.
Yep. Here's what it is. Can use the Hyaku Shiki's ultimate attack. The Mega Bazooka Launcher.
Can't actually from this range.
Yep. Use whatever's newer. Alright. Hyaku Shiki, show your stuff. Launch it off a ship that does not exist. I love the fact that, you know... I love the fact that in Zeta he would often take along another mobile suit just to use as a battery tank.
What can I say about the Hyper Mega Bazooka Launcher of the new Gundam? That plugs right into the rock Hylum.
Well, I mean, what else are you gonna do with it, huh? Jericho can do it.
Yeah, just debating who I want to get calls with.
Muro? Fin Funnel?
You're like a squirrel!
And what do you mean by that?
No, you're like a dog chasing a squirrel, that's it. You're like a dog that's just suddenly seen a squirrel or a tennis ball.
No. I mean, the thing is, we just got Amuro, and Amuro's a very good character. You want to use him a lot.
Oh no, I understand. It's just your reaction to it. Amuro? Fin funnels? Amuro?
Well, yes, whenever you use Amuro, fin funnels are all you ever want to use, because they're super cheap.
So just to spite you, I'm going to try and not use the fin funnels. Not that I actually can't
That
use
is
the
a
fin funnels.
horrible idea.
I actually can't use the fin funnels anyway. Alright, let's see. 48.
56.
I don't actually know what the Soul Gravian's Ace bonus is.
Wasn't that bonus SP to everyone?
Yeah, that's what it is. 10 to everyone.
Yeah, no, plastic's not tasty. No matter what you think. No matter what you may think, Chatty Kitty, you do not want to eat plastic.
Yes, he does.
Stick. The ultimate of weapons.
Do I have,
Wall.
Okay, that is wall.
Yes, a stick. The ultimate of weapons. Erica, your Vash and I will definitely protect you. Renton? No matter whether our enemies are the Mach or Hollander, I don't care. We'll protect you. Just wish the music was better.
You know, I think I really prefer the Spec 3 to the Spec V.
Yeah.
The Spec V3, though, that one looks pretty good.
Yes, it has stick and bit laser as its only attacks. Goodbye, Susu. Cat wanders in, chews on some plastic, and wanders out. That was really not good. Yovash, you're not good.
No.
Sadly. Fire the Macross Cannon. Lock on with your final shot. Effort up.
Go for it.
Do you really want to have the animations on?
No, I was just thinking about music.
Yes, music will not change. Because it's a tough boss. Accelerate. Flash arrow.
Artificial Instinct.
He has luck and effort. don't think you're gonna get the kill, but you never know.
No, it's definitely not gonna get the kill.
How much is left? And who will get it?
Between these options... Crow's looking slightly underleveled now. I mean, everyone's within the range, but...
You go for either the Aquarian or...
Crow's looking just a bit underleveled.
You've got... Bottom. Sure. Alright. Don't bother with the art, because it's just going to be the same music. Alright. Cool.
Hey, got something.
Yep. I believe that's everything usable post-movement. Both the Image and the Dimensional Beast have been cleared up, huh? Is it over? No. What? What? For those two at least, this is just the start. You're an idiot! What? Martin's an idiot! You're always pushing yourself way too hard. What are you thinking, you idiot? Don't be like that. Renton? I mean, I've got no choice about being an idiot, right? See. For your sake, I'll do it. I'll do whatever. Idiot! But you're my idiot. Exactly right. So, where are we going to go from here? What do you want to do? I don't really care. As long as I'm with you, I'll go anywhere. Eureka. But I have to talk to you about my mission. Mission? Fun times. Alright, Eureka. Tell me about your mission. And if you don't want to talk, no, I want you to listen. Not just you, but everyone who's here. Eureka? Alright, Eureka. Everyone at Zexus is here. Everyone's here to listen to you. I'm a spy robot that was sent here from the Image. See? The crystal inside my body at the moment, let's see, has recorded all of my memories and the data I've gathered in the time I was here. Let's see. The researchers said that the Image wanted that and would come for me. But why would the Image want something like that? In order to learn humanity's weaknesses. In order to figure out how to destroy humanity. And so that's why she was sent to integrate with human society, I suppose. And now that you've finished collecting data, they're going to be chasing you down in order to extract it. Let's see. So it could be that all the appearances of Image so far have been in order to study humans, So I thought I'd die. What? Let's see. If I was with the people on the Gecko, Zexus would eventually hunt us down and defeat us. If I die, the Image won't be able to destroy humanity. If that happens, Renton wouldn't be hunted by them anymore. And so, Eureka, please everyone, please, don't say something like that. But, I don't care if you're a robot or something from the Image or whatever. I don't care what's hunting you down. These feelings of my heart won't stop pounding whenever I'm with you. That's how I feel. Anyone who tries to get in the way of that, I'll take them out. Renton? Both Holland who tried to use you and the Image. And if Zexus tries to kill you in order to protect this world, I'll take them on. You aren't alone, Renton. If it came down to that, I'd fight them too. Same here, Renton. Garrett. And Kaner. In other words, so long as we don't hand that girl over to the Image, everything should be fine, right? And that's the case, we'll just all have to protect her with all we've got. After all, members of Zexus are unparalleled under the heavens, right? Just keep on going with us, Renton. Sure. What are you acting so shocked about? Can you really not believe what we're saying? See.
After all, if peace came at the cost of killing an innocent girl's life, what point would there be in it? We're all fighting to protect things that we care about, just the same as you. It has nothing to do with whether she's a robot or not. If there's someone who's trying to make use of her, then they are our enemies. Everyone. It isn't logic or anything like that. I'll cheer you on too. Anyone who gets in the way of love, we'll take him down! So quit gobbling like that. You're our allies, right? You're our friends. Yeah. Am I okay? Is it alright for me to keep on living? Yeah. You look like Renton, don't you? You've gotta survive. Yeah. If you die, Renton's definitely gonna chase you down. It'll be fine. We're all here. So, be sure to do everything you can. Yeah. What incredible friends you have. Yes. I have seen your resolve firsthand. But don't think that that'll be it. This person is... You're the one who Eureka chose. You're exactly as he said. He? A man who is very precious to me, who's always been in my heart. Renton, be sure to protect Eureka, no matter what may happen. Yeah. Eureka. I believe in you, too. Anemone? Huh? This is Anemone? To think that girl would be such a cute old lady. Seems as though you know a different me. Don't forget, Eureka. Myths aren't something that are to be recreated. They're something you create on your own. You and Renton. The world that you and your friends will create. Be sure to show it to me. Yeah. But I'm shocked, Crow, to think that you're a member of that firebug. I guess so. Hey, what's with that firebug? From what everyone's been saying, I gathered some kind of special ops squadron. Let's see. It's a collection of scum from across the Pretending Union. Exactly as their name says. They're the lowest kind of human trash. Firebug. Those who start fires. Please don't ask me any more than that. It's not something I want to remember at all. Understood. See. Everyone here has got wounds like that in their past they don't want to dig up. Alright. So everyone at Zuth said they knew the reason Asukin was hunting me down, right? What is it? That's the reason... You came here to talk about that, right? Allow us to ask this, Crow. Have there been any abnormalities in your body lately? Whenever I think about my debt, my stomach starts to hurt. It appears as though it would be pointless to ask any further. No. With that, No. No, at this point I think he can still pull back. What are you talking about? With Asukin's actions today, we confirmed it. Crow. The true form of that VX system your Brasta has been equipped with. That's most likely something that's known as a sphere. Sphere? We don't understand the full details of it anyways. One thing we do know is that they're capable of producing huge amounts of energy. And Asukim Doan is hunting down the lives of any who activate them. But he saved me too, right? Crow. Back at that time, you weren't able to use the VX system, right? Yeah, that's right. In order to draw out the power of a sphere, there are some sort of conditions that are required. Let's see. According to the spheres that we know, the keys to unlocking them are respectively sorrow and pain. Chief said it too. The key to activating the VX system had something to do with my mental state.
see. See. Asakman called the people who'd activated the spheres the Sorrowful Maiden and the Wounded Lion. So the reason that he's calling me the Swaying Scales is... it's most likely the same thing. Let's see. Of course, we don't know if that alone is enough to prove the activation key. It's most likely that Asakam saved your life because he knew you'd be able to activate a sphere eventually. Since you've gone ahead and done that, you're now worth hunting for him. In other words, he was raising me up to eat me later, huh? What sort of merits are there for him doing that? We don't understand that at all. His words are exceptionally poetic and strange, and most normal people can't understand them at all. However, since I'm Liardus hunting as well, it's likely that he also has a sphere. Alright then. So he's got one as well. Since Asakam is targeting him, it's only logical to think that. The lying black sheep. So that's Im's catchphrase, huh? A maiden, a lion, scales, and a sheep. So they've got the 12 stars of the 12 constellations of the Zodiac as their motif, huh? That's oddly romantic. Hey Roger, why were you asking about any abnormalities earlier? The people who've been able to activate spheres slowly have changes occur in their body. Losing their 5 senses, having incredible pain going through their body. The conditions are different for each. I see. Yeah, since I haven't had any changes like that, I'm still in the middle of awakening, huh? Crow. Asakam's attack was incredibly dangerous. You should hurry up and leave. The Brasta. What of it? You... Don't make me say it to everything. My life may be hard, but I've had enough of stalkers. If I get off the Brasta here, I'll never be able to pay back my debt. So you're going to risk your life just to pay back a debt? Of course. That's what it means when you borrow money, right? I can't believe you. Everyone's had their own reasons for picking up a sphere and not wanting to leave their mechs, but you're just doing it to pay off a debt. Is that so strange? No. You're a rather honest man, aren't you, Crow Broost? Guess we're all the same. Since Asakam's here, we're going to be sticking with you a lot longer, Crow. Thanks. Of course, once I've paid off my debt and taken on Imperium, I intend to get off of the Brasta. Alright. Then we'll put forth our utmost to ensure that happens a bit sooner. I'm in shock. To think that there'd be even different types of spheres than Setsuko and Rand had. But the fact that they have strong life force is the same. I'm happy to see that you're both safe. Where were you two? We were working with a man named Trace Kushernada from Oz. What? Who's that? That Trace guy. Trace guy. He's the leader of the AU Special Ops Squad Oz. Let's see. In other words, you could call him the ace of the head of the AU. Let's see. According to the information we'd been able to research, he's also in charge of the Allied Army at the moment. And alongside Schnezel El Britannia. Of course, it's not as if he's got all the power himself. The Rumfeller Foundation that's backing him is also pretty impressive. Rumfeller, the sponsors of Oz, and the shadow rulers of the AU. What's happening with people like that? No, what were you doing with someone like that? See, as people who'd come from another world, we were acting as a third-party advisor for him. Why would he do something like that? In all honesty, we don't really know. See, all we were really doing was explaining what we'd seen and sort of what we felt about what was going on in the world. What sort of advice would that even be? He was worried about the way this world was right now. Worried? In order to truly set his decisions, he wished the help of outsiders such as ourselves. Treize Kushernada. He truly was an impressive man. Let's see. However, he's found his own path to head, and so we decided to resolve ourselves to face Imperium. No, they decided to face Imperium. Well, I mean, he's the head of the 3 great countries. It'd be a problem if he didn't. That's a bit rude. But something's weird about that Treize guy and Schnazel. I mean, Pretend Union and the AA were busy fighting each other earlier, weren't they? But their two top people are good friends. Yes. So you're talking about... But yeah, it is kind of weird, but yeah. Could be that due to the way things are right now, they need to act in secret. And I've heard rumors that Treize is using the PMC Trust as well. I heard that the Celestial Beings Trader has something to do with them as well. PMC Trust. A group of people who are moving in the shadows of this world. This is a good chance! Let's go ahead and take them out and crush them all! Or something like that. Crush those guys down! But since our enemies are civilians, we can't attack them without a reason. I understand what you're saying, but it'll be bad if we leave them alone. We need to figure out something. Everyone. Looks like you're ready to go. What's wrong, Aaliyah? Something happen? See. Thanks to some intel from some of Chiriko's old friends, we found out one of the top Red Shoulder's secret bases. Ha! That's some pretty good timing. Looks like we've been able to grab the tail of the PMC Trust. Well, with everything that's happened so far, we're certain that they have some link to the PMC Trust. Miss Simrage had the same opinion, so we're going to head off to try and take out their base. Secret base, huh? Almost like a terrorist hideout. Alright, so long as we beat them down, that should be good, right? All we can do is take care of it. What's wrong, Lieutenant? No, it's nothing. I'm just a bit tired. I'm sorry, but I'm going to head back to my room first. Lieutenant Quattro? Char, what did you feel when you met Treize Kushernada? Some more. And so you're saying that an information broker passed this along to us? Told you to pass this along to you? Let's see. Supposedly they heard that Chiriko was in Area 11 and then cooperating with the Black Knights. Alright, this is actually rather lucky for us. Have them meet us at the rendezvous point and we'll head that way. Understood. To think that that silent mercenary guy had friends. So, an old friend of his. That must mean they're a former Red Shoulder too, huh? For them to be taking out Red Shoulders on their own means they must have some circumstances. Don't tell me. That perfect soldier girl might be there as well? P.S. Soldiers known as perfect soldiers. As the name implies, they were meant to be an ideal soldier through human remodeling. They were originally developed by the Gilgameshian army, but someone wound up stealing her away, and Chiriko met her there. And she was being used by the cops in Area 11 as well. So, don't tell me, is that Chiriko's girlfriend? I don't think the bond between them is something that can be expressed quite so simply. Alright, let's leave his circumstances alone for now. No, this is going to be a pretty tough mission. Let's see. Oh yes, this is fun. From what we can see about it, the only ones that can enter inside are units that are under 20 meters tall.
So no super robots.
So only S&M size units, Yep. Everyone else remain outside. Good. Well, that happened. Outside in order to catch any stragglers. This will be interesting. So M size only, under units only, and our enemies are going to be the Red Shoulders. This is going to be a tough fight.
Cool. How many units do I have that I use on a regular basis that counts as that?
Decent amount, but alright. So, telling you right off the bat who you can't use. Yeah, you can use Gaia, but not Gumars. So,
there's that.
With that, we've gone ahead and wrapped up. I have a feeling that tomorrow that's going to be the only chapter we do, because it's a long one in multiple parts.
Yeah,
But hey.
I can't.
Alright, so, we're probably going to go ahead and log off here. We will see you tomorrow, and I thank you for spending a bit of your Labor Day with us here. See you!